That's right, man. Charlie's definitely.
Still in the court.
He always used that active when defending.
I think it's like.
Second watch along of the day, people deluded. I'm back again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and in some cases, good night. Big up to you lot that are tuning in. One love to those of you who were with me to watch a 4-goal thriller in which Crystal Palace and Manchester City obviously drew. We know Liverpool versus Everton was postponed. Hopefully, it's another successful hate along, people. Like, you know, I'd love for Man United to lose. Personally, I'm going to go 2-1 Manchester United. I think they get back to winning ways. They're back at their place. You know, Kivio got them running scared midweek, as did Zinchenko, and obviously set pieces. But on a serious note, it's Manchester United up against Nottingham Forest. Both teams, you know, could really do with the 3 points. Like, even if I just quickly look at the league table, actually, Forest are 7th. They have 22 points. Manchester United have 19 points and sit in 13th. Depending on some other results, obviously, we've seen Aston Villa win. Not sure. I think Bournemouth are playing tomorrow against Brighton. Obviously, Newcastle lost to Brentford. They could move higher up the table and salvage some of the season. Now, for what is concerned, I actually like Amorim. I'm not comparing him to Mikel Arteta, but he does remind me of Mikel Arteta when he speaks with conviction. That being said, this season for Manchester United is firmly damage limitation. Simply put, he needs to get the players get them going with the system he wants to implement, quickly weed out the players that are not part of what he wants to do, give game time to the players that can, try and finish as high up the table as he can, and in whatever cup competitions Manchester United are still in, simply put, win them. We're 7 minutes away from kickoff. Claudius, big up to you for being first, and also because you was part of the live stream earlier and you're a moderator, so big up yourself, man. You said, DG, what are you eating for dinner? Don't start, man, with food, man. I'm kind of hungry, man. I am hungry. You know, today I've had what I had for breakfast? I had, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna sound fat, but like 5 chicken sausages, 4 eggs, some toast, some cut up chicken breast. For lunch, I just had a cheese sandwich. I'm quite hungry. I don't know what I'm going to have for dinner, you know. Probably chicken and rice, man. Probably chicken and rice. Still, I'm hungry, man. I'm envious of all of you lot that are sitting back, relaxing, listening to my commentary and obviously getting to eat. But it will fly by, man. So, yeah, that's what I'm eating, man. So, yeah, where Manchester United and obviously Nottingham Forest are concerned, I guess the next thing we can do is obviously see the lineup between the two sides, people, essentially, man. What we need to do, first things first. A man said that's a Brendan Corbina breakfast. I'm just a fat twat, if I'm honest with you, man. I actually think I lost weight, so I'm trying to chase back the losses. Where Manchester United, that killed me, man. Adam, you're funny. You've got Onana, De Ligt, Martinez. Lisandro Martinez is actually back now, as is Kobe Mainoo. They didn't play midweek owing to suspensions. Onana, De Ligt, Martinez, captain Bruno Fernandes, Højlund, Lenny Yoro, who's a fantastically talented centre-half with a great future. Diallo, who's a quality player. Nice to see. You know, the best thing, as I can say, to Amorim and to criticise Ten Hag is, and Diallo is one of their best attackers, play the guy, man. So you've got Diallo, Garnacho, Dalot, Ugarte, Kobe Mainoo. Right, Marcus Rashford is on the bench, as is Christian Eriksen, Mason Mount, Joshua Zirkzee, Mazawari, Banyandir, the Turkish goalkeeper, Malacia, and Harry Maguire, people. If we look at Nottingham Forest's lineup, Sells, Morello, Williams, Anderson, Morgan Gibbs-White, Chris Wood, Hudson-Odoi, Jota, Yates, Milinkovic, and Anya. So you've got a couple Chelsea boys in the team, really. You know, I'm sure Chelsea fans hope Manchester United lose. On the bench, Bolly, Sosa, Elanga, who I'm sure would want to play and start against his former team, Ward-Prowse, Dominguez, Toffio, Miguel, Morato, and Awonion. First thing first is Chris Wood. You're in my FPL team. Obviously, I hope Saka does his job. I put Cole Palmer in my team ahead of Salah, because Salah's not playing this week. So, yeah, man, it'd be nice. I took Hudson-Odoi out my team, so he's probably going to end up scoring. If I was a Man United fan, I'd be optimistic. I feel, you know, Nottingham Forest, they deserve, you know, all the plaudits. You know, Nuno Espirito Santos doing great things. They've got a good team, good effort, work ethic, good individuals. Morgan Gibbs-White in midfield is going to be one to watch. Hudson-Odoi is obviously talented. Chris Wood is going to be a physical, you know, test for the 3 centre-halves of Man United in Lisandro Martinez, Lenny Yoro, and who else is there? There's definitely someone else that I'm missing out. De Ligt, people. So yeah, it's going to be a big test, man. Statistically, apparently, Man United have won 6 of their 7 Premier League home games against Forest, with the exception being a 2-1 loss in December 1994. I was born in 95, so I actually haven't seen that in my lifetime. Following their 2-1 victory in December 2023, Nottingham Forest are looking to win consecutive league games against Manchester United for the first time since April 1992, 3 years before I came into this world. Manchester United have scored in all 14 of their Premier League games against Nottingham Forest, their joint best 100% scoring record against any opponent in the competition, along with Swansea City. Manchester United have won 3-0 against Leicester and 4-0 against Everton in their last 2 Premier League home games. They've not scored 3+ in 3 consecutive home league games since February 2021, while they last did so while... Sorry, people. Put this in the bin. Where was we? While they last did so while winning each time in December of 2018. Nottingham Forest's last 2 Premier League away games have been 3-0 L's versus Manchester City and Arsenal. Maybe it's third time lucky here, having won 5 of their 7 on the road before this. They last lost 3 consecutive away league games by a margin of 3+ goals in April 1968, one of which was a 3-0 loss to Manchester United. So is that going to be a positive omen in that regards, people? So it is what it is. And again, if we quickly browse the league table, as I said, they're 7th. Manchester City dropped 2 points today. Chelsea have actually moved above Arsenal, and they've got Spurs tomorrow. Arsenal have Fulham. Liverpool will ironically be playing Fulham because they didn't play the Merseyside derby. So it's a chance to make some ground. This is tight at the table. Even Brighton got Leicester, which I think is going to be a good game, man. That's crazy. And prayers to Antonio. Honestly, breaks my heart. One of my inspirations for real. And again, I'm sure you've all seen the news. Unfortunately, West Ham striker Mikel Antonio has been involved in a car accident. I don't know if the pictures of the car are real, but it doesn't look good. It's like half the car's gone. First things first, thoughts with him and his family at the difficult time. And you have to praise God that as mad as it is, the man's still alive, man. So wishing him a speedy recovery is... It's heartbreaking. Like, what can I say, Top Blue, man? Like, it is very heartbreaking, man. And it sounds cliche. You always come out, everyone, including myself, comes out and says these things when things like that happen. But you have to truly be thankful in life that you're breathing, that you're healthy. And you never know when you can go through stuff, man. It's absolutely crap, man. And I always say this, people, like, one thing that must be worrying for people in the public eye or celebs, or which you are a celeb if you're a footballer to a degree, is that I always wonder about the family that obviously Mikel Antonio's not in a position to, I hope he is, to call people and say he's all right. But could you imagine if he was his mum, his auntie, his brother, yada, 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 and you've just, going about your Saturday, whatever you're doing, you've gone on Twitter and you've seen your family member or loved one or friend, the madness has happened. So yeah, man, thoughts are with them at this difficult time. We've got 2 minutes until kickoff. Where are we at in terms of predictions and all of that good jazz, people, man? Can we make sure we're smashing the like button? We got over 100 likes in the last stream, so hopefully we can do that. I am still here, people. It's just, fortunately for me, this game is actually on TV, which you don't know me. I hate watching games on streams. To be fair, the stream that we watched, Crystal Palace, Manchester City, was actually half decent. So let me actually turn on my TV. And don't forget, tomorrow, people, obviously I'm an Arsenal fan. It makes sense to be doing a watch along for Fulham versus Arsenal. And then you've got Spurs against Chelsea, which I don't really care for the ramifications with the league table. I want Spurs. Probably a draw would be perfect. I prefer, obviously, Spurs to lose. What channel is this on? It's on TNT or Sky Sports? I'm not quite sure. Let me change it. Oh, there we go. I'm not sure why this is being recorded, but fair play. And I like Amarin, man. This is jarring, but I like Amarin. I'm going 2-1 Man United. Nottingham Forest to, not to roll over. But then again, Man United at home, they're actually decent. They've got the capacity to score goals. I think Amarin's a good manager. They've got the fake Jack Grealish playing where Nottingham Forest is concerned. Jota Silva, his 3rd successive Premier League start. And as we know, the last 2 trips away from home for Forest have been a battering. Got dealt with against City. Arsenal dealt with them. I'm a Nottingham Forest fan until you can see the first goal today. I must admit, things can change, but I wonder who Amarin rates in his team, who he doesn't rate. Now, is it fair to say he's not really rating Marcus Rashford? Kickoff is imminent, people. I'm going to remove that just so I can make sure we start the timer on time. Who's kicking off? Nottingham Forest, I guess, won the coin toss, and they're kicking off in this evening fixture, people. Big up you lot for watching it with me. We're all just waiting for it to start now. Come on, ref. Come on, referee. I think we're all waiting. I don't know. I'm not sure what the rest's about, man, but it's taking forever. Everyone seems ready, but the referee. I mean, what's he doing? He's walking over. What's he doing? Yeah, there's going to be drama in a game like this, man. The refs are immediately making it about him. Look, mum, I'm on TV. It's all about me. Are you ready? Okay, Man United, that's poor. Fair enough to the referee. Fair enough to the referee. Why is there cones on the pitch? Come on, Man United, man. And finally, we've kicked off, man. Don't forget, people, let me know your thoughts, predictions, all that good stuff. We had a great stream last time. Let's continue that. Nottingham Forest have gone long. Yelly Yoro gets a touch. De Ligt sends it. It's a free header, really. Morelo, someone that was linked with Man United, Chelsea, Arsenal. Don't know if Forest are going to let him go on the cheap. Actually linked with Real Madrid. And Manchester United could be in here already. Ahmad couldn't quite get there. Scrappy start. I mean, it's only been 23 seconds. Come on, that's a silly pass by Nottingham Forest. I am interested to see Chris Wood because when you look at the back three, I think there's plenty of space because Manchester United centre-back's got to be brave on the ball. But you've got the talented but very young Lenny Yoro, who's obviously going to have to learn and, get it, coming back to fitness. You've got Lissandro Martinez. This is a great one. Cut the track from Anya, who's having a great run in the Nottingham Forest side. To be fair, it's irrelevant, but not irrelevant. Big fan of Nottingham Forest social media, man. We see Anya and Alanga and all of them. But yeah, as I was saying, Chris Wood up against De Ligt, Lenny Yoro, Lissandro Martinez, the positions he takes up, because you'd imagine naturally he's going to immediately, in my opinion, occupy Lissandro Martinez. Then he'll see what De Ligt's about. And surely at some point you're going to ask questions of the young but talented Lenny Yoro. Quality player, man. He could be as good as he wants, man. It's just a shame he plays for these lot. You think this fan base of man baby still crying over Wednesday? I ain't seen a fan base beep over something like they doing with our corners. Probably. And ironically, Nottingham Forest have a corner. Will United concede? Oh, yes! They have! Cry about that, United fans, lads. Set piece FC again. We saw it in the Crystal Palace game, and we've seen it again. Let's go. First corner of the game. 2-a-degree game plans out the window. I wouldn't say Manchester United are out of it, but as a neutral, it makes it interesting. Damn, set pieces again. Wow, bullet header by, I believe, don't quote me, the Serbian Milinkovic. Let's see the marking for that. United's marking is horrible, man. I don't know who's at fault there. It's zonal marking. Lissandro Martinez, that's too easy. You're flat-footed. You're not trying to stop the man. You're still in warm-up mode, really and truly. That's too easy, Lissandro Martinez, if I'm honest. Very easy. Manchester United have conceded already. You'd be naive to assume Manchester United are out the game, bearing in mind they have got a good home record. And there's a lot of football. Goals always change games, but it's always lovely as a neutral to see early goals. And to be fair, there was a relatively early goal in the Crystal Palace City game. There's an early goal today. I don't know. I'm unaware of the minutes the goals were scored in the other games. But as an Arsenal fan looking to Fulham tomorrow, boy, we've got to be easy. Credit to Anya because his run basically led to that. But that means the game's going to open. United have goals, though. I still maintain Man United 2. Oh, Man United 2, Nottingham Forest 1. And to be fair with you, Manchester United should be backing this immediately. Højlund could have done better. It's here with Diallo on this right-hand side. He's played it to Agate. Agate on the edge of Nottingham Forest's area. Spreads it to the left-hand side where he finds Delo. Garnacho. Boy, big up Anya. Great work, man. I think with Amarin, like, obviously there might be question marks. But I don't think you can blame him. Man United are just a team with bad habits, man. It's going to take a while, man. Set pieces. Horrible. And to be fair, obviously goals can be scored, but considering the fact that Arsenal scored from 2 set pieces, yes, Arsenal, we love corners and all of that kind of stuff, but you would imagine Amarin, beyond the obvious of what he wants to see from his team, surely he's got to have told them, you've got to be better from set pieces. That's too easy. Take nothing away from the run from Anya that led to that, the delivery from Nottingham Forest, and ultimately the header, but it's poor. Lissandro Martinez, who's described as the butcher, who's quite tigerish, is too easy. You're flat-footed. Højlund's done well against Morelo there. I like Højlund. I just think he's so raw with it. Like, he's so raw. Scoreboard, DG. Wrong side. Oh, sorry. Definitely not. Good looking out there. And actually, good looking out because I've done it completely wrong. See, the very thing I'm criticizing Lissandro Martinez on about multitasking. I'm struggling to do that. But yeah, good looking out, man. That's why we're here. You saved me. I'm like Zinchenko dwelling on the ball, but you're right. Wrong side. Man United fans, sorry, mate. You definitely ain't scored yet. I do think there's goals, man. Both teams, again, it's only been 4 minutes. But you can see early doors on the transition. There's plenty of pace. Yeah, no, it was the wrong side. It was the wrong side. It was the wrong side. Manchester United is falling down, my fair lady. I've just predicted Forest will score two. It'd be lovely. Euro's going to be a problem. But right now, boy. Oh, but Nottingham Forest just want to play for set pieces. Bearing in mind, as we saw, you have to create that. United could get back in here immediately. The talented Kobe Mainoo, Bruno Fernandes, Lissandro Martinez. Don't think that was the best of passes. The lot. Where's his options? Has to go back to Agate. Agate to Lissandro Martinez. I think United just the fans, I don't know, but I'd say for the players, you've conceded. It is what it is now. Just calm down and play your game. You're at home. Nottingham Forest don't have the best of away records. They're probably briefed to have large periods of being without the ball. But while United haven't scored yet, there's a lot of space in the pockets. Kobe Mainoo, speaking of in the pockets, needs to get out of there, running back into blind alleys, running into blind alleys. Silly foul from Yates, to be fair. I think that's a soft free kick, but it is silly from Kobe Mainoo, really. Nottingham Forest 2, the Illuminati Red Devils 0. I'll always vote for the underdog. But hey, Scammering strikes again. What a name. It was a set piece, so I'm told it doesn't count, DG. It can't count. Bearing in mind, how do you earn a corner? By going from one end to the other. And people are... I am not involved in any conversations. You can call Arsenal a set piece side. You can do all of that. But when you look at at this moment in time, the 15 goals we've scored in the four games, how many have actually come from set pieces? And also, let's for me, if we're trying to do the set piece thing and you compare us to Stoke, that's a testament. But against Man United, we had 13 corners. Of course, we have to score 2 corner boys. So we earned them corners. We had 13. We had more shots on target. Fair enough. If we've got that added margin in our game where corners genuinely feel like penalties, who cares? And funny enough, I went to an event midweek with Brentford, and Ben Mee was there. Big up Ben Mee. He's such a nice guy. I asked him about set pieces, especially mainly about Arsenal. And I asked him, like, as a Premier League baller, like, what do you have it down to? And he said a bunch of things, but like, and again, Man United should have scored. He said one thing that he feels is very underrated with Arsenal when you talk about the set pieces, the positions they take up in the box, the keeper, all of this. He basically says it's a simple thing that people sleep on, the delivery. And as he said that, now I looked in the Palace game, which obviously big up you lot, we watched together. Obviously, we don't know how this game's going to pan out, but Nottingham Forest scored. I think it sounds so simple, but I think he's bang on. Chris Wood wins the header. If I'm honest, Nottingham Forest, it's only 7 minutes. The only thing you did well was obviously score and the passage of play. But since then, I do think Man United have taken control of the game. It is them on the ball. Again, a Nuno Espirito Santo side, they're going to drop back a lot. And to be fair to Forest, Man United's form's terrible on paper, but Man United, in no order, in order, Arsenal, City, United, all on the road. Forgive me if I'm wrong. That's a nasty bit of fixtures, but everyone's got that. Yeah, bro, watch United practice defending corners and deliveries was so dead. They have to, bro. Like, come on. That's dead. And it's like, in that moment, Lissandro Martinez is too busy worrying about other things. To be fair with you, I think Yates has done very well because Milinkovic, who scored, has used the run. He's used Yates as a little decoy thing. And I don't care about Man United, but I like Lissandro Martinez in it. Sometimes when it like against Arsenal, when you've got strikers marking from pitch situations, I cut a bit of courtesy, but you've got a centre half. That's your bread and butter. Innovation is a problem only if you're Arsenal. Nadoon, apologies for mispronunciation. This is why I understand Arsenal fans, if you're frustrated with the way we're portrayed and all of this, but just let it go, man. Forget them. Because if we had a bunch of corners and couldn't score from them, they had issues. When we was playing good football and forgetting about the other aspects, what did they say? Fair enough, we're the nearly men, we're the bridesmaids. But when we were soft, when we was a soft touch, when it was easy to play us, when we wasn't physical, they said we need to be a bit ugly and nasty. No one has a problem with it. It's only that we do it. For me, the most annoying thing is, like, bro, corners are in the game. What do you want Arsenal or any team to do? Like Forest, Palace, Arsenal, in the last couple watch-alongs I've done, they've all scored from corners. Do you not want teams to find margins? Corners are part of the game. And again, unless Onana kicked the ball off randomly for no reason, Forest had to earn that. Now, I don't think it's going to end 1-0 to Forest, but if Forest get 3 points because of that, they've done well. The talented Diallo, who's in talks apparently to get a new contract, that's a ball from Bruno Fernandes, and Anya's equally done well to defend that. But where are the players? It's crazy, man. Set piece FC. Arsenal gave United set piece PTSD. This could be Amarin's second loss. Did we break United? Hey, set piece FC. Instead of understanding football, rather do salty takes instead of saying that's a good skill to have. Let them talk, man. DG, what's the scariest video you've ever watched? Bit of a random question. I'm not too sure. In recent days, you know how TikTok you can go down a rabbit hole in it and just watch bare stuff. It's not scary, but it's that was his first. That was Milinkovic's first goal. Nicholas Milinkovic, the centre half. In recent days, not scary, like oh my god, but I would say, you know, on TikTok you can go down a rabbit hole in it, and I don't know why, but I just find myself watching wildlife in it, just watching wildlife. I would say the scary thing is I don't know why I enjoy it, but I just be watching nature in it, like orcas, and I don't know why. I've just been like people swimming with the orcas hunting in packs to go and get seagulls or whatever. Blood, them orcas are scary, you know. And in the deep depths, ironically, Norway, like Martin Odegaard, like it's crazy. Ruben Amorim is Manchester United's 6th permanent appointment in the last few years, bro. That's crazy. They've had a lot of turnover. They lit. I think Amorim, I'm not saying United will go and win stuff, but I think Amorim will do all right. I just think right now it's trials and tribulations. I actually think Man United need a number 8 because I don't care what anyone says. Bruno, Kobe Mainoo, Ugarte, you need some. The young Kobe Mainoo still learning. They need someone that can connect the midfield ultimately to attack. Speaking of that, Ugarte and Bruno have done well. It's here with the lot. He's giving it back to Bruno. Bruno's probably got to swing his left peg. He shanked it wide. To be fair, 11 minutes in, it is a good reaction from Manchester United, really, since conceding. But fundamentally, they have conceded. There's still a lot of time, can still salvage something. But currently, they're a goal down. Don't forget to smash the like button if you haven't, folks. Man said, yeah. Hey, Jake, you're funny. Scariest vids are the animals in factory farming. That's really hell on earth. DG, you should hike the New Forest down south towards Bournemouth. United should still win. Forest aren't on much. It just takes one goal for the floodgates to open. And, you know, since, as I said, apart from that passage of, oh my, what a terrible back pass from Nottingham Forest, you better think the Lord Sells and Anya were on that. Since they've scored and what led to the corner, bro, they haven't done well in terms of the ball. United's reaction's been good. And obviously, it's down to Manchester United to create a quality chance or some individual brilliance. But based on this, I wouldn't say Nottingham Forest under sustained pressure. They're scared. It's all men to the pumps kind of thing. But it's not sustainable, man. Haven't said much about them. But they do have the lead. They do have the lead. Orcas are scary, man. But one thing people love to say, dolphins are nice. They can be scary. Dolphins are F, bro. The wild is F'd. F'd. Like, I don't know why, but I'll just be like orcas, when they hunt in packs, for instance, like you see like ice in the ocean, like seagulls will be, not seagulls, sea lions will be on it. And you just see a gang of orcas. They'll come and just like they'll hit the iceberg from under it so it breaks, or they'll crash waves onto it so the seagull falls in. I keep saying seagull, man. The sea lion falls into the water and then they drag it and drown it. It's crazy. Yeah, but not even just orcas, all them kind of whale things. The ocean is scary, man. The ocean is big up to anyone that does orca swimming and all of that. You think you could not pay me to go and do that? That is crazy. Do you know how scary it looks? I saw a video of an elephant rampaging the funeral of a woman who was the wife of a poacher who killed its family, followed her there by scent. Damn. But are them videos real though? Like, as in, that could have been it, but are people capping about the context? And I was speaking of that, I was watching, I don't know if it's true, but I can't explain it, but I was watching a video on TikTok. It kind of like simulated how animals see, and like elephants don't have the best of vision. But this is a good set piece. Diallo, oh, Lissandro Martinez keeps it alive. It's tipped over. Not in the Forest. It can't end up like this. To be fair, that was a smart one from Bruno Fernandes. He squared it to the edge of the area. I don't know. You'd have to ask Diallo if he could have done better there, but it didn't go in. I'm not sure if Højlund's appealing for a foul, and him and Milinkovic are both on the floor. That was a very smart one from Bruno. And to be fair, Nico Williams of Forest made a meal of that. Yeah, Forest, you need to start. Forest are going to need 2 goals. They're not getting anything here. Set piece FC. People got to stop supporting these big factory farming operations, most effed up issue on earth. Humans have ruined the earth. Capitalism has ruined it. Orcas, elephants, and whales are so smart. They are, man. Another corner kick. I mean, boy, I'm sure Man United fans will be hoping they could do a lot better from set pieces. As I said, the delivery. Nah, man, I'm not a big animal lover, but I like. I think you're right, man. It's harsh. Like I must admit, the older I get, I'm not against like I don't again. This is things that I don't understand. I'm not against like what do you call it? Like you see when they have centers for endangered species, all of that. But the older I get, I find zoos and Sea World and all of that. I find it barbaric. Like I said, I'm not like I don't work for Pete or anything, but I don't think I'll take my children. Not that I have any. I don't think I'll take my children to a zoo. You know, it just feels it's barbaric, man. Bro, it's true. Elephants hold grudges. They have been known to attack poachers years after an attempted slaughter. Big them up, man. The slaughter thing, it's evil as hell, man. It's evil, man. It's evil. It's just mad evil, man. No, no, you know what? Big up the chat. Don't know how we got onto that, but that's why I like doing watch-alongs, man. Last watch-along, we were talking about bear stuff. It's still 1-0 to Nottingham Forest, people. If you're just tuning in, they scored via a set piece. So what's that? 3 corners conceded in a week for United. Kobe Maino's done very well. Bruno Fernandes helps them. You know what? Bruno, Maino, and Diallo, curse of the commentator there. Diallo's done poor, but I do feel like the right-hand side looks threatening. Nico, how did he get a free kick there? Play acting at his finest. And for Diallo, he needs to use his common sense. Your team's losing. It doesn't make sense kicking the ball, does it? Same. I saw a doc on this giant lizard, followed some to their shack and took their sock off. To be fair with you, I don't know what animal it is, but it might be sharks, you know, like orcas don't like sharks. And some them animals experts, they say most games scored first in Premier League this season. Nottingham Forest have 12. Liverpool, Fulham, and Arsenal will have 10. They say like it's either the great white sharks or something. Like orcas hate them beyond the obvious because apparently when orcas are young, sharks terrorize them. It's crazy. Environmental gooner in the building. That was funny. There's a saying, elephants never forget. They do look wise, man. But yeah, TikTok's crazy. Sometimes I'll be watching hippos and it's crazy, man. Even you know what the mad one is now? Like there was a carcass of a hippo, and I think another hippo came to pay its respect, and then it effed off. But then you had like cheetahs, hyenas. Everybody wanted to get involved in eating it. It's crazy, man. Orcas are thugs. They bully everyone. The Free Willy film was nothing but propaganda. Apparently, they don't harm humans, though, which I ain't finna go find that out. Like there's only a certain section of people that like that. Like me, I'm never gonna go, you know what, let's go to Norway in the freezing cold water and go as deep as we can and jump and go and look with orcas. Just give me some binocular, give me a safe vantage point. You want to see cheetahs and elephants and all that? I don't mind. Me, I ain't messing about with no animals. Safe. Love from a distance. They're starting to learn to attack main ships. To be fair, I can't blame them because it's their whole minute. United could be in here. Garte, that's a good ball. It's about to be 1-1. Højlund, it's 1-1. A touch of fortune. Garnacho didn't score initially, but as we said, they're not gonna hold on. And it's 1-1. United are gonna run riot. Not in the Forest, you need to get your heads in the game. You're not looking after the ball well enough. You're at 6s and 7s. You're sitting off United too much. It's gonna happen. And this football's funny because I was talking about, did I not tell you about the right-hand side? But it actually came from the centre circle. Bruno Fernandes did very well. It's a great run from Højlund. Agate found Garnacho. Garnacho's touch wasn't the best. The keeper initially did well, but that's what strikers are paid to do. Follow runs, get in the right place. And Højlund's in the right place to score a tap-in. Won't be the most glamorous goal he'll score this season or in his United career, but you could argue this season, based on the fact that they've got back in it, probably the most important goal he scored. And you can see what it means to Amarin. Well, unsuccessful hate along. But at least Spurs are losing tomorrow. Like, we need to make sure, you know what, Arsenal, you need to make sure you're doing your job. Dang open game so far. Morgan Gibbs White. I was gassing you up before, man. You're not on that. When you lot are telling me 50, 60 million for Morgan Gibbs White, he's quality, but allow it, man. Allow it, man. Please, Lenny Yoro. Talented, man. You can't hate on him. Amarin, for me, will get United being serious. I don't know if he will get United back challenging and doing all of that, but he speaks with conviction. You can see what he wants to do. It reminds me of the early days under Mikel Arteta, and that you're doing your thing. It's just some of the players ain't good enough. Some of the players can't do it for 90 minutes. And a lot of you're trying to, on one hand, coach good habits, but you also, they have to unlearn bad habits. Pardon me. Which is going to take, bro, it's going to take over. Like, people forget, like, it takes time. Like, Arsenal didn't just wake up and were good at set pieces, you know. Yeah, maybe in the last 2 seasons in particular, we've been very good at them. But how long? I don't know. How long has Arteta been working on that? You know, the fruits of Amarin's labor are probably not going to be seen for 18 months. You might see improvements that get better, but yeah. 1-1 is fair game. To be fair, boy, I'll be amazed if it's not at least 2-3-1 to Man United before the end of the first half. Your job as a team playing Arsenal is to find solutions. The next best manager will be Areola. They called me a madman for saying Areola's cold. People say, oh, but Bournemouth are getting battered. That might be true. Look how they play. Bournemouth at home, but well, Bournemouth away. If you're not a Bournemouth fan, it's not like you can't buy anyone. When Arsenal lost, it was crazy. Then you saw City, and you saw what happened to Spurs. I mean, I don't really want to talk about Spurs, but which is anyone going to talk about their current run of games, whether they played well or not? Postecoglou, you're actually a good manager. You've obviously got to take some blame. You've got some issues, but it's an idiot thing. It's nice to see the underdog making a game of it. Come on, United. Odegaard over Messi, that ain't sensitive at all, bro. You just got a heart and empathy, which majority of humanity lack. Oh, that's someone's title. Dolphins use pufferfish to get high while poor fishing is fighting for its life. It's true. I mean, dolphins are booky. Dolphins, again, you go down a rabbit hole. I never knew like dolphins that can't mate. I think like the dolphins that can't get gal, they do the young filly thing, which we don't condone. Like dolphins are intelligent. I've actually swam with a dolphin. And I knew they was intelligent because I've said this story before. I would never do it again. I was a little kid. I think the dolphin clocked I was scared and it allowed me. But then I remember, wait, hold on, Diallo could be in here. I learned this off my own accord because, like, obviously everyone was kind of waiting for their turn to go swim with the dolphin. And there was this man, he was being a bit of a prick. Like, that's a long story short. Let me just cut to the chase. He was being a bit of a prick. It's like the dolphin could sense it. And the dolphins obviously take it, like, it takes you under the water, goes round and it comes back. It didn't kill him, but, like, the woman is calling the dolphin back. He's not coming back as quickly as the other people when I went. You see, me, animals safe. I'm going to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but, you know, I don't know if space is real. I'm not saying it's not, but I think the real space is in the sea, bro. Like, I don't know the statistics, but I think humans ain't even uncovered all of what's in the sea, bro. The sea's scary, man. Like, the sea's scary. I'm never going to be, well, I can't. I'm never going to be a person trying to figure that out, innit? It's a madness. Dolphins are freaky warriors. It's a anything can get it mentality. Teams like Bournemouth and Brighton have been brilliant in how they are run, and management is evident of that. It's true. I always think though with Brighton though, what is the ambitions? And I don't mean that. I don't mean that in a disingenuous way. What I mean by that is obviously they had De Zerbi. Graham Potter's name was held in a lot higher regards. They had De Zerbi. They've got this other guy playing good football. We all know they recruit people whether from Africa, South America. They players from all over the world. They're very good. Asia, in Matoma's case, they do all of that good stuff. And then naturally, it's the belly of the beast. You know, you look at Ben White, Cucurella, Caicedo, probably some more. They sell McAllister. They sell players on for profit, right? And they have obviously, I'm sure they've been in the Europa League or something. But like, how long? Like, obviously, Premier League stability is allowed. You know, they've got Premier League stability. They've been getting money. Tony Bloom's doing a madness. But when are they gonna like? I'm sure they're fans. Are you just happy with being in the Premier League? Do you want to see them push? I don't know. And to be fair, honestly, United need a striker and a bit more quality. It will be 3-4-1. Nottingham Forest live to breathe another day. Anya, who earned the corner that led to the goal. It's a terrible pass from him. He found Morgan Gibbs-White. There's no way Morgan Gibbs-White's appealing for a foul there. Is it another corner? I thought it came off Morgan Gibbs-White. I like Lissandro Martinez. I think United fans do too much, but yeah. That was a good ball from the man I said for the lot. It's games like this where, this is why I'm not saying Ivan Toney, but where I said I think Arsenal need a striker, but this is where Man United benefit from a Gyökeres and Ivan Toney, an experienced striker. He would have got, he'd have a brace. We've only explored like 10% of the oceans. You see what I'm saying? Even weird stuff. I'll look up bare weird stuff. Like when is it the Atlantic and the Pacific? I could be wrong, but either way, there's two oceans that meet and you can see the different colors. Is crazy, man. Seeing videos of dolphins, yonking women and dance hooling like Vibes Cartels playing in the background. To be fair, I actually think we struggled at Bournemouth because of their pitch. Our team is full of giants, so it's a lot harder to be elusive and affect your mobility on a smaller pitch. I hear that, but I dead that, man. We were just dead there. I would play Lissandro Martinez as an inverted fullback personally. And Arteta wanted him probably for that. Yeah, because of the injuries and that, he would have played centre half a decent amount of times. But you're not an inverted fullback, you're a centre half, but you're kind of occupying those positions on the ball for United, anyways, really, in terms of playing out from the back. In the modern day, obviously, Amarin could want to play a back three for off his own back, which is to a degree the right thing, which he did at Sporting. But being devil's advocate, if you play a back three, do you really trust your team defensively? Which United are still struggling defensively, but do you really trust them? But in the modern day, you can't just have three centre halves. Like we all know in the modern day, rightly or wrongly, you got to play out from the back. The centre halves have to be adventurous. And I do think in time, you'll see it with Man United, their centre halves are going to have to step into midfield a bit more. I don't think Amarin trusts them a lot. Like I read a lot of what Amarin says. It's a bit, again, it reminds me of Mikel Arteta in that they're never going to diss the club, their employers and whatnot. But when you listen, it's like they give the talking of, I knew the job was a madness. But like, because I'm here now, I'm working, I'm seeing it, it's even more of a madness. Lisandro Martinez. I like him, man. The Atlantic and Pacific is a hoax. It's nothing about concentrating of water, but it's sand and rain from the Atlantic that makes it a different color. You learn something new every day. By the way, DG, it's funny how all of Spurs' previous managers are thriving. Look at Nuno, Conte, and Jose. I mean, it's Spursy, but what does that tell you? You have all the, like, Spurs are probably the only team that I've probably had Conte and definitely Jose and not won anything. Like, it's a joke of a club. Whether Spurs were going to win the final or not, if there's any manager you want to manage a cup final against anyone, it's Jose Mourinho. You sacked him. So you have to blame Levy and all them guys. Like Spurs are spending peas. What they got? Every team has L's in it. Like you can question Arsenal, Chelsea, Man United, to a degree, Liverpool spending, but they've got the vast majority of their signings definitely in recent years. Correct, right? What have Spurs done? You've got a very talented Archie Gray that was the bee's knees at Leeds. Man are playing him left back. Postecoglou's got to hold that. It's 50 million on Brennan Johnson. Yeah, he's scoring goals, but shit. Come on, man. Solanke's not a bad player, but 65 million. Come on now. Are you better than Kai Havertz in the Spurs shirt? You probably score more goals than him, but are you better than him? Richarlison, Myth. Like, the list goes on. That's why I'm not taking Spurs seriously. Their squad is just not, their players are just not good enough. Nottingham Forest have hit the crossbar. And I don't know if that's going to... Morgan Gibbs White is stinking up the place today. Since they've scored, that's the first anything of note I could say from Nottingham Forest. And it's all come from a dead ball scenario from Morello. One of his teammates, I believe Yates, has headed it back across. And then Jota is headed and hit. It is Jota Silva, the fake Grealish. He's hit the crossbar. It's raining at Old Trafford. Hopefully it's raining goals. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe and smash the like button. And I don't think Onana's an amazing keeper. I definitely think there's question marks over his goalkeeping, but I think he's a good keeper. He can do what he's doing at United, right? I think one thing that hasn't helped him, for as much as you criticize him, is United's the whole defensive outlook is a joke that Amarin's going to have to try and arrest, right? And when I say that, the defenders are one thing, the quality of certain defenders is another, injuries is another, but the whole pressing from the front. In the modern day, your keeper's your first attacker. That's the only reason anyone cares about them playing with their feet. Your first line of defense is pressing, you know, and you keep hearing Amarin say, we need to be able to press for 90 minutes. We need to run like dogs if you want to be serious, which it's not going to happen overnight, right? One thing I'll give Amarin definitely in the short time here is that Onana actually looks like there's some options with playing out from the back. Before it was freestyling. De Ligt. Interesting that De Ligt's the center of the back three. It's good passage of play here. Garte looked good today, to be fair with you. It's here with De Ligt. I think De Ligt and Garnacho, they ain't been bad, but like the left-hand side for United needs to bring a bit more to the table, man. I think Bruno looks good. Lisandro Martinez, Kobe Mainoo. Quality player, young Mainoo, man. Look, Spurs fans are effing losers. As long as they play attractive football, that's all they care about. The facts are most think spending 1.3 to 1.5 billion on the stadium rather than the squad speaks volumes. I think that's all. I don't think owners are, some are more than others. I don't think owners and football clubs, you know, obviously as fans, you want the best. Every fan of every club in the Prem, they all want to win stuff, you want to do whatever. But yeah, man, and I think the stadium is something. I think the Emirates is where there's been talk of upgrades. We're going to have to upgrade. I think, you know, we kind of saw the vision really that we'd need to upgrade from Highbury, but you see it now really, you know. A lot of clubs like Spurs have obviously moved into a new stadium. Arsenal have moved into a new stadium in my lifetime. Liverpool have been making upgrades on Anfield. There's talk of Man United upgrading their capacity or moving on. Everton, new stadium. You know, I'm sure, I could be capping, but I'm sure Real Madrid and Barcelona got new stadiums or they're in the process of doing that. Chelsea probably are going to need to make that decision as to move into a new stadium or whatever. Stamford Bridge, for all the things they've won, it does need an upgrade. So another set piece for United. Bruno Fernandes, that's our ball. But where are the red shirts? Anyone seen Hudson-Odoi? This can never be the generational talent done. It's all been Man United, man. The only thing United have done bad is concede. Who would be my man of the match on this 29 minutes? Probably Bruno, I'll be real. They need a roof renovation. If the rumours are true that Old Trafford don't have screens to see VAR, that says everything, innit? And that's where the club, like Amorim, can have all the ideas in the world and do his best. And yeah, they can spend money, whatever. But the people above him have to do their job. Joe Lewis, ex-owner, spent zero of his personal wealth on the club. The man was too busy inside the trade in the market, living on his yacht, living the life, man. Heard there's flooding at Old Trafford. United were lucky there. By the way, DJ, it's funny how... Oh, sorry, I already saw that, my guy. What else have we got? Big up you lot, man. DJ, if you ever go to a safari, stay away from the hippos. I'm Zimbabwe and take my word for it. Bro, hippos... Why have they got positive PR? Like, people say, oh, they're adorable. Them man, they're killers, I swear they're the most... I could be capping, but I swear they're one of the most dangerous animals on the planet, or the most dangerous. They're quick, like... People just think, like, bro, I swear they're quick. They're strong. You definitely don't want them to bite you, bro. Me go safari. I'll watch it on YouTube. I'm not on it. I'm not on it. Send a little robot with a camera and let me watch through that lens. I'm not on it. Bruno Fernandes. Ooh, if it wasn't for that header, I believe Nico Williams, that looked like it might trickle through. Not gonna lie, Nottingham Forest. It looked like when you scored that maybe it'd be a different game, but I think you lot will be lucky to get into half-time at 1-1, man. I don't think, you've had, including this, 3 on paper difficult tests away from home. Didn't do what you needed to do against City or Arsenal. Don't think you're going to win today. Bruno Fernandes is... The more dead balls United have had, the worse it's got for him now. He started off very well in that. People crying about corners is like crying that Golden State Warriors keep shooting threes to win games. Boy, people always going to moan, man. We need to be grateful orcas don't see humans as food. No one would ever go in the sea. Blood. And again, the impacts, man. Weirdly enough, if you flip sharks on their back, they get paralyzed. Also, sharks will attack their own. But you want to flip a shark? You want to go see? Even flip sharks? Forget all of that. It's the animals, though, man. And to be honest, I don't think us humans are that far removed from animals, man. Like, a bit more, obviously we are, but you get the point. I was chased by a stray cane corso in Bulgaria. What's that, a dog? Fuck that. I lived in Bulgaria for a year. The way they treat animals there is disgusting. I had to punch a man up for slapping his dog and the feds came. Was a madness. Damn. Boy. Not gonna lie, I love the Stoke comparison. Stoke on steroids is my favorite. I can't lie, and it doesn't just go for Arsenal, it goes for anyone. If nobody's criticizing you, you're doing something wrong. If everybody loves you, you're doing something wrong. There's a reason they didn't like Wenger. There's a reason Jose, Wenger, Pep, Alex Ferguson, very different. Tony Pulis, Cristiano Ronaldo. There's a reason. And to be fair, I'll be real, Nottingham Forest. Oh, Morello, Nottingham Forest. You actually should be scoring. They're only looking dangerous from dead ball scenarios. And that's another one. Morello, the centre half, could have been on the score sheet. Inches, that's what she said. Oh, mate. Dead ball scenarios and corners, the only time Nottingham Forest looking threatening. Cane Corsos are serious, trying to get one as a guard dog, bro. Dogs are crazy. Hippos are scary, man. Animals, eh? I don't know if it's only me, but man don't like snakes at all. I don't mind. I've never done it, but I'd like to hold a non-poisonous snake. But yeah, snakes, nah. I don't like no animals like that. Dogs, cool. If anything, but I'm talking about the mad thing in the wild and that. You'll never catch me. I'm not on that. Like, I understand the adrenaline rush you'd get from swimming with orcas and that, but safe. And imagine seeing a whale. Bro, these things are scary, man. Like, bro, the jungle is scary. Like, imagine somebody, like, I don't know, imagine you got kidnapped and you just got thrown in the Amazon rainforest. Like, it's peak. Imagine, God forbid, shipwreck and you're in the ocean, bro. You're safe. SoFi is incredible. 5 bills are owner dropped. Deluded Attenborough. To be fair, I do watch a lot of David Attenborough, like just to get tips. Like when I'm making videos of how to speak and whatnot. He's got one of them voices, man. Big up David Attenborough. Arsenal already have architects planning expansions for the Emirates. By the way, Stan Kroenke bankrolled the most expensive stadium ever built, SoFi Stadium. Must be nice, man. Mentioned Attenborough earlier, and here we are now. Trust. Big up Eden. Iguanas look mad scary, but chill. Bro, I'm not on it, man. I'm not on it with none of them, man. Leave me alone with the animals. It's 1-1 currently. Amarin, the only thing I don't like about Amarin is he likes squatting like, yeah, like, what's wrong with him? He's always quinting on the sidelines, man. What happened to this guy? Why for that? He's on a Bielsa thing. Oh, are we going to see a long throw? Nope. Anya's played it short. It's back here with Anya. This is dead, Nottingham Forest, man. Pull it in the mixer. Morello. That's, okay. Unlucky. It's a corner though, ref. Unlucky Forest. I like that. I'm not going to lie, man. You see, I'm not even criticizing Forest. But the way they talk about Arsenal, bro, we don't play like this, which for obvious reasons we don't. The only time Forest have looked threatening is free kicks, corners, even that little throw-in passage. Espirito Santo, if you get 3 points, listen, today I'm happy with that. But yeah, man, come on, get the ball on the floor and play some ball, man. Maybe he has knee issues. Yeah, on a serious note, he might. DG, always talking about never backing down from a fight. Would you fight a kangaroo? Brother, I'm not fighting. And bro, there's a black linesman. Bro, we're coming up in the world. The corner's been dealt with. No, bro, I ain't fighting no animals. What the fuck? I might say kangaroo. I don't like cats. I don't wish them no harm, but I just don't like cats. I don't know why anyone would want a cat as something. At least dogs, you know, like Roy Keane said, if you want loyalty in life, get a dog. At least dogs are loyal. They're just happy to see you. Obviously, some dogs can't do anything, but dogs, at least, God forbid, someone breaks in your house, tries to harm you, dog can do something. What the hell? A cat's just going to watch you. Remember reading the story that a cat's owner died. It's like eating the remains, man. A dog will die. A dog will die with its dead with its owner as well. Yeah, you lot can never convince me about Morgan Gibbs White, man. Right? Why would you want to, like, cats make it abundantly clear to their owners they hate them, they scratch you, they get vexed. For the ones that are allowed outside the yard, they're never in the yard. Hodgson Odoi, this could never be the generational Don you lot talk about, man. Remember, certain fans of a certain fan base used to say he's better than Saka. Have manners. And United could be in here. Garnacho's got a lot to do. He's been forced out wide by Bruno Fernandes. Can he get his head up? Not got enough options. Bruno Fernandes back to Garnacho. Garnacho, that was silly. He's gone for the shot. I mean, he's entitled to go for the shot, but at least work the keeper. But I don't want no cats, man. What can a cat do for you? Why do you want a cat? What can a cat do? It's gonna leave bare hairs on your bed. It's gonna scratch you. It hates you. Saying that, my friend does have one of them fat cats, and that was quite nice to stroke it. And that, like, it didn't do nothing mad. I was stroking it. It rolled over. I after that I stopped. I was like, hey, I'm gone. Oh, I'm a cat lover, Riley. My cat isn't like that. Man, fuck cats, man. Dogs all the way. Dead. Because then you're going to get one of them spoilt twat cats that don't go outside, can't survive. If I had a cat, I'd rather have a madman cat that leaves the yard, gets in beef and whatnot. I sound like you didn't respect a cat's personal space and got dealt with. I've never been scratched by no cats. I just don't like them. I've never... Some cats are friendly. I've never... Me? I don't mind dogs. Depends on the dog, though. I don't know what was paused, but yeah, pause. I'd rather a dog, though, man. Fetch and... I'd love to get an Akita or something, but they're big fuckers, in it. Like, hey, it's all fun and games having them big dogs. You got to feed them. I'm not going to lie. United just need a bit more quality in the final third. Not in the Forest. It'd be nice to see your midfielders in the game, because you do that, you might see something from your wingers. I think Man United will be disappointed beyond the obvious of obviously conceding, not to have had a couple more, man. Højlund's never been for ref. That's a soft free kick there. Some cats, I like them toxic gal. Oh, man. Love the chat. Rangers and or Emerson. Yeah. Remember when Vieira was Crystal Palace manager? That was a good time. Where is he now? Oh, he's at Genoa, sorry, where he's managing Balotelli and former Arsenal man as well, Brooke Norton Coffey. Now, I'm not going to lie. If I was a Nottingham Forest fan and United score from here, I'll be vexed. I'm open to seeing the goal. I mean, to the free kick that was given. I think that was a soft one. I don't think that was a free kick. But again, what do I know? I ain't no referee. This sales guy, man, you can't convince me I could. Oh, and it's all fun and games, hoping, the worst for Spurs and Chelsea, Manchester United, and obviously City. But Arsenal, we need to do our job tomorrow. 39 minutes on the clock. To be fair, Bruno, you might as well go for goal. I don't. It's gonna have to be something special, but you've got the ability to at least hit the target. Unless it's something smart from the training ground, this surely has to be a goalless season contender. Shout out to Amad Diallo, yeah, but I'm sorry, Man United fans. There's no way you can look at him and say he's levels with Saka. Oh my, he's hit the crossbar. I said he should have an effort. Boy, unlucky, Bruno. Not that I care about United, but you need to. Oh, that was it. Bruno's been one of their better players. The curse of the commentator. She probably shouldn't use his left peg. How long before Hudson-Odoi loses the ball? To be fair, that weren't the worst ideas. He's put it into the channels. Ogate's done very well defensively for Man United, and it's here with Onana. Oh, nah. It's no fun watching Onana make the right decisions. Lenny Yoro, young 18-year-old. Diallo. Why are you there, Diallo? He's actually a very talented lad. Do you like Jess's dog? Big up Jess. Nah, her dogs are ugly, man. Come on, man. You saw it on the big up Jess, but you saw her dog. You saw her dog, man. You saw her dog on the stream, man. One of the dog looks like it's ready for dead. Like, looks like it's ready for dead. Like, it looks like it's on life support, man. It's like, dog ugly to blouse. Her dogs are ugly, man. Especially the one. Is it Beckham now? One of them's a little pussy old fluffy one, but one of them's ugly as fuck. Oh, Anya, calm down. Hey, Palace, you need half time. You need half time. Nottingham Forest might even have to do the three at the back thing and just low block and cancel it out. Because if United had, the Tevez, obviously beyond ability, but if they had the Tevezes and the Berbatovs and the Paul Scholes in midfield and Rooney and Ronaldo, boy, it'd be a cricket score right now. Kobe Maino's playing shit as well, man. He's quality, but I always gas him and spread the PR. He's been shit. He's got so much more potential, man. He's good. For someone that's so cultured on the ball, giving it away on a sloppy thing, the fake Grealish, probably seen you play more minutes in the Prem. Or is it the fake Victoria Beckham? Nottingham Forest on this right-hand side. You lot have been in top form. The game, is this game more entertaining than Manchester City versus Villa? Versus Palace, sorry? Maybe. Yeah, I'm trying to get my single flats back. No, man, Jesse's dog is ugly, but it's ready for dead, man. Trust me. This isn't, obviously, hope it lives a long life, but it wouldn't surprise me if I do a stream with Jess in a couple months and she's upset and I say, oh, Jess, what's wrong? Dog gone. Ugly ass brother, bro. Ugly ass dog, man. Only a face, only a mother could love, and obviously Jess is the dog mum. Big up Jess though. Make sure you check out the streams I did with Jess, both on her platform and mine. Ooh, Anya, you got a long throw. Wanna come to the Emirates? I can't wait. You know what, yeah? I actually want Arsenal to add the long throw thing. Embrace it. Rather than fight rivals and say, oh, we're not set piece FC. Oh, we're corner boys. Imagine if we could get that some devilish long throw. Not that Nicholas Yover is watching my videos, but I hope he's getting ideas, man. I hope he's getting ideas. Imagine just a long throw. Kai Havertz, shithousery. Ben White when fit shithousery. Mazes. I'm here for this. What's their names? One of her dogs called Beckham. I don't know. I think Beckham's the nicer one. I don't know, but the dog's clapped. Like, respectfully, let me go on my YouTube channel and find the segment where the dog was there. It's all a bit of entertainment, just might cry. Let me find it. Was it on my, I don't know, was it on my channel or was it hers when the dog came up? Oh, there it is. Oh. But come on, man. Big up, Jess. But come on, man. That thing's ugly, man. Come on, man. Come on, folks, man. That dog's ugly, man. Come on, man. It's ready to go, man. That dog's ugly, man. Looks spaced out, man. Monged out. Looks like it's on crystal meth and that. Maybe Liam Delap has that in his bag. To be fair, Liam Delap, I know you're a striker, but if you have not inherited, I mean, you wouldn't want Liam Delap doing the throw, but just in theory, if you can't do that, you're in issues. even that, like when I went to the Brentford event and Ben Mee was there, like he was speaking about like what's that? Like I don't know about now, but Brentford had a throwing coach, and he said I think they got that set piece coach, that throwing coach when he just joined the club. He said I thought at first I was getting pranked because he was saying the guy was very enthusiastic. He thought because football they do the banter thing, like he thought he was being pranked, but he's like it's proper detailed. Like everyone takes a throw, they measure the throw, they talk about the distance, they talk about the leg positioning. He actually spoke, and again, it's nice to speak to a footballer because the amount of tests they do and all these things are crazy. Like, you hear that like even with Mo Salah, Mo Salah's nutrition is different. Like, there's a story how he never said this, but Mo Salah's, I think his daughter or son there's only been a minute. His daughter or son or something must have had a birthday party. He ate a slice of cake, and apparently Mo Salah don't eat sugar, but obviously birthday party that he went and ran it off. So like, in today's day and age where there's fine margins, obviously we can sit here and say football's not necessarily entertaining, but where it's all about systems and high intensity pressures and that and fine margins, I guess it's not just, I guess as a footballer, I guess way before, like maybe the early 2007, pre-Wenger, because we got to spread the propaganda. Wenger is the first one that set up all of this when he was saying sugar and ketchup did that, and it's just gone mad now. Sports science, it's a mad thing now. But arguably back in the days, not to say footballers didn't work on their craft, but you could probably get away, like in the 70s, 80s, 90s, up until a certain point, it's the end of the first half, you could get away with just doing the bare minimum. And what I mean by that is literally whether it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, turn up at training, whatever the coach has for you, keep it moving. But now you got to do nutrition. You got to be careful of what you're taking in. You not only got to get certain hours of sleep, you need to get a proper sleep, really. Like, you need to, like, there's ways to sleep. It's a madness nowadays. And like with Ben Mee, he was saying like you get blood tests, you get hydration tests, saliva tests, or bare different type of things. That is mad now for a footballer. And again, like, obviously where you look at the bigger teams, it's probably even mad. Being a footballer is a madness. Like, you have to wonder, even like, I don't know, like obviously footballers have to stay disciplined, but let's just say you want to treat yourself and eat ice cream. How much do you have to pay for that now? Like, and like, I eat this ice cream, how long I got to be in a treadmill, or what? Like, how does it affect my blood sugar, and what does that mean for how I'm playing? And it's crazy. And not only that, there's, rightly or wrongly, pardon me, there's more games in today's day and age as well now. So again, recovery. You hear different, well, I see different conflicting stuff. And I guess it comes down to your body, because you'd imagine, sorry, people, I'm dying. Some players probably, maybe because it's just their DNA and their makeup, but some players probably recover a lot faster than others, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. But you hear everything from 24 to 48 to 72 hours to recover from a 90-minute game, right? So you could argue like Man United are playing on a Saturday. The majority of the squad arguably might not be fit and ready to go until Tuesday, Wednesday. So it's like, obviously you have to take your life seriously, but how seriously have you got to take this thing? And also, as much as you've got to care, I wonder how many footballers don't really take it serious like that. Like, just do the minimum. Really. Grealish don't care, he's back in pints, which is true. And I like Grealish because I don't know Grealish, but he's one of them. I felt the same way with Ramsdale. You just get the vibe with Grealish and Ramsdale. If they weren't footballers, like, they're just, not that footballers are not normal people, but they're normal people, isn't it? But then you argue how much of, I'm not saying he's wasting his career, but if he wasn't taking it serious like that, how much is Grealish wasting? Like, is there a correlation? Obviously, this ain't the only factor with Grealish maybe just back in pints, you're on the bench. Because Pep Guardiola strikes me as a madman like that. Like, he strikes me as someone that comes in the changing rooms and says, "Rah, the physio said you didn't get 4 liters of water today. You're not starting." Like, I don't know. DG needs lockets and honey and lemon splash. And Ray, you can see players like Jorginho take care of themselves. And again, it prolongs your career. And then obviously the flip side of it, yeah. I wonder for players in Saudi. Like, obviously there's a lot, I'm not talking about like the players that are, they're on that side of 30. They're trying to get money. And listen, big up Saudi Arabian League. If there's any Saudi Arabian clubs that need content creators, yeah, I've always watched Saudi Arabian League. Arsenal's my team, but my first love was El Hilal. Shout me, put some zeros in my account. I want to be like them, and they're tax-free. We're gone in it. But And I'm not being naive. Obviously, I'd imagine the Saudi clubs, they've got top sports scientists and all of that jazz, yeah. But it can't be anywhere near the European game, right? And also, you factor in the standard of training, the standard of football, the coaches. Yeah, you got European coaches and all of that, but how far does it go? How much does that regress you? Like, it wouldn't surprise me if someone like Ivan Toney came back to the Premier League next season and it's like he never left. But how much do you fall off a level? Like, obviously, you got Ronaldo. Ronaldo's probably just, he's probably got about 100 different members of his own, like Ronaldo stuff, how he's eating, probably even certain oils, how you walk. And like, Ronaldo's a madman, but I respect it. I almost added the Ray, but I chose against it for your dignity. Just the Ray will suffice. It's a madness, man out there smoking at halftime, listening to the elders. Even for the Amazon interview, they wanted me to do drugs and alcohol tests. I just went, I'm good. But I don't know about the alpha, that stuff. The long throw is the final key. Tini dashing it in the last minute Champions League final. Hey, man, if we get to a Champions League final, I don't think Tini will be here. My problem is that people put clothes on dogs. That's deep, man. I know what you mean, like the weird ones that dress up their dogs all day. But like, if I had a dog and it's freezing, I'll get a jacket. I ain't gonna lie though. Listen, everyone's allowed to do what they want, but I'm definitely judging people that let dogs on their bed and cats on their bed and jump up and down. Because I watch videos online, I'm seeing cats jumping on kitchen counters. I'm like, ooh, wouldn't eat a meal in your house. You couldn't pay me to do that, man. Like, and I like dogs, but any of that licking face and that, forget it. Forest are a competent United, ain't ready. I see an upset here. As long as you treat a dog well from the start, they'll give you unconditional love to the day they die. Fair enough. Timber got that time wasting throwing in his bag. And that's what annoyed me. When people are like, oh, he took a foul throw. Mind games. You could see in Timber's face, like, mind games. Can't understand why we go after the washed up City players and not the young talents that are surplus to their squad like Palmer and Dillap. Man said Taco Bell, dog. She brain, ain't that a crypto? DJ, I was saying the same thing. We could have that Dillap long throw to the team's bag. DG, man, are saying in the chat you're trying to go dreads like Chief Keef. Do you know what, Chief? Dreads could be something. I just want my single plaits back. I must admit, the longer my hair gets, the more I'm breaking. But my plan is by April. Lenny Euro ain't got nothing on me, boy. I want to be back. I don't mind dreads, to be fair, but the thin ones. Well, I could pull off an Ake thing. United's attack is dire, even after all that Mueller spent, like really, really shite. There you have it. Cats associated with girls, dogs are backwards gods. What comment? I never saw it, mate. These players are absolute disgrace to the shirt, and we should sell every last one of them. Not good enough, simply as that. Damn. No, it's the French kissing animal thing that gets to me. Damn. They put Chucky costumes on their dogs. How Arteta didn't know about Palmer is a mystery. I mean, it's ironic, innit? But Arsenal and everyone else's teams losses. Chelsea's getting out. Palmer would have. I don't know how or where Palmer would have played at Arsenal, but wait, make it happen. I don't know if you go put Odegaard in the left 8 and put Palmer in the 10, put Palmer there, put Palmer on the right hand side of the midfield, put Palmer on the left. Obviously, prefer him on the right. Like Palmer's a quality player. It's just a shame he plays for him. Shout out Phil Jones. Hey, Philip Jones doing up Sky Sports. They got the Z list out here, man. I said, you know what? Jamie Redknapp gets excited, but I must admit, I think he's one of the better pundits. I'd rather, not that I'm listening to it, I'd rather listen. I need to do stretches. I've got a hamstring pulling down people. I'd rather listen to Jamie Redknapp than Gary Neville. I fucking hate listening to Gary Neville. I would say Jamie Carragher, but only when he's not talking about Liverpool. And to be fair, Jamie Carragher's a good lad, man. When he's on CBS, he's on bants. He's on absolute bants. I like Michael Richards. I must admit, I like Sturridge, but Sturridge is jarring, man. Sturridge is on the funny man thing too much, man. You know what happens if you know, they want the man them to do the Lenny Henry thing. Like, I hate it. Stop doing all the dancing baboon thing, man. It is funny seeing him against Roy Keane, though. Like, Roy Keane's just a grumpy man, innit? But like, not really grumpy. Like, you'd like to be friends with Roy Keane. Like, I don't think I've ever seen Roy Keane smile. I don't think he's ever been happy a day in his life. To be fair, Roy Keane, probably one of my favourite non-Arsenal footballers. He had that edge. Let me sit back down. Oh, that looks like a nice KFC burger, the stack of thing. Hopefully there's no pork there, but there can't be pork. It's KFC, it's chicken. Duh. One season in Spain and Gundo can't cope in the Prem. He's looking mad. Who was the player we had that was French in his dog? Tavares. After the game, the cologne for the players must be potent. I wonder what their choices are. Oh, they got them expensive ones. Carragher is clear of Neville as a pundit, which I never thought. Do you know what it is with Gary Neville? I actually think he started well, and then I just think he became Piers Morgan. Like, he just wants to be seen as he don't want to be saying the right thing. He just wants to be seen speaking. He just says anything. I think Rio Ferdinand the same. He started well, then he started cooning, really, if I'm honest. Absolutely no one knew Palmer would be this good. Pep doesn't sell many duds. He went to Chelsea and it just clicked simple. You say that, but you could argue, you know, they wanted to keep Palmer. Palmer said, I don't want to go. I want to leave permanently. We saw in the Community Shield. And Arteta must have the connects, man. You must still have links, but it is what it is. Football is hella taxing on the body. Combine that with high pressure situations and the societal aspect can take a toll physically and mentally, no matter how much they earn. You're right, but what have you done there from us? You've been able to differentiate the fact that people get paid to how they feel. People don't care. Like, you get paid money, do your thing. And then also you throw that on. Like, bro, God forbid someone could have died in your family. Like, these are real things. People die in people's family. People have miscarriages. Things go on. Like, people are ill and you have to get on with it. Like, you really have. It is sad. I guess it is the price you pay. And I guess, yes, as much as I hate to talk about money, I mean, I think a lot of us would, because a lot of it, we have to deal with that anyways. Like, it's a reality of life. I think a lot of us would want to be footballers and deal with that. But that's why it always annoys me. I'm sure there's footballers who don't care. I'm sure there's footballers who down tools. I'm sure. But we're speaking in absolutes. The vast majority of players care, man. That's why I always think, I understand fans emotionally is not seeing players run around and that, I get it. But it's very naive and simple kind of thinking to think footballers don't care. Yes, we care as fans. Fans will, like, whether you support Arsenal, Nottingham Forest, Man United, Chelsea, Spurs, until the day you take your last breath on this earth, you will support that club longer than any of these footballers currently, in the past, and probably in the future, right? But they're the ones playing, they're the ones training, they're the ones working, whether you're trying to win a Prem, win champs, qualify for this, stay in the league and that. You know, they obviously care, bro. This is their life. Like, and they're athletes. Forget footballers. Athletes care, you know. It is what it is. I think Palmer has that type of personality that Pep doesn't like. He knows he's him. And again, I think mentality is one thing, man, because Palmer just gets it. If Foden had that dog in him like Palmer, like, Foden might actually look like the footballer that I always speak about that he is. Anyone seen Fabio at Porto? He's looked good at times. I'm not watching Porto games, but I think he scored in the Europa. City were talking about no longer selling players to us when Palmer moved. That is true. City are really weak this season. We needed to take the transfer window more seriously. Boy, and that's why I don't like. I don't know. Well, to be fair, I can't really talk on American punditry. I can't talk if, you know, some of you live in, you know, various different countries in Africa, in Asia, other European nations, whatever have you. Big up you lot around the world, because we all look different races, religions, sexes, backgrounds, and we're all coming together through the internet for our love of football. So big up the DG Nation, right? I can't talk for you lot, but it feels for me the English press is the most jarring. Like, I don't know for America, but it just seems like England is it's the same old, no matter what games, it's the same old comments, it's the same old rhetoric. Like, I even tweeted it today, yeah. Obviously, I know not everything can be serious. Like, you know, there has to be a humor aspect. You know, you can't always talk to a manager about tactics and all that jazz, but it's actually on brand because it's Man United, Nottingham Forest. You've got Ruben Amorim, who, forget United for just one moment, he's clearly like one of them new age footballing managers, forward thinking, all of that. He's clearly a high intelligent man, and I like the way he carries himself. Pardon me. There's so many things you could ask him about Man United, about his coaching, about this, that, and the third. You're asking him, is he going to go and watch an Oasis concert? And it's dead banter as well. Like, if it's going to be, if you want to do the banter thing, make it funny, innit? It's on the club to vet the players and create an environment where strong characters can thrive. Everyone has it hard in different ways who go out and achieve their potential regardless win. Players know when they are better than the players the manager rates ahead of them. Feel like some managers don't take that seriously with modern Mavericks. Football's a funny old game of opinions because at the end of the day, you could be the best player in the world. You like, I'm exaggerating, but like you could be like better than Lionel Messi. If the manager thinks you're shit, you're not playing. And likewise, you could like you not just think of the worst footballer currently or that you've ever seen, right? The manager can think they're the best thing since sliced bread and they play. People forget another thing, bro. There's a lot of politics at play with where football's concerned, especially for young players as well, because let's be honest, football clubs do the bully boy thing. Oh, you're not going to sign this deal, but you know, you could be vexed about not wanting to play football. You're not going to sign a deal. You're not playing FA Youth Cup. You're not getting on the bench. You're not doing this. You're not doing that. And you look at someone like Brendan Rodgers, one day you lot will see like he's putting things, and a lot of clubs do it, putting agents do it as well, putting things out to the press, damaging Raheem Sterling's character. Brendan Rodgers, one of the biggest ever scumbags in football I've ever come across. My favorite content of yours is the Loan and Youth Watch, but it's been a while. Eden, I have to apologize. I've been acting. Next week, I promise you, we're back. We're back. My granddad and dad passed away this year. Jake, first thing on behalf of myself and everybody listening, that is shit news to hear. May your granddad and dad rest in peace and fly high. And, you know, may God give you lot peace and strength and all of those things, man. It's crazy, man. And productive has been difficult. But like you said, imagine others who can't afford to have a break. Jake, pat yourself on the back. At the end of the day, you've kept it, not that you kept it moving, but you've kept it moving. You're still trying, you're still doing what you need to do. It don't matter how fast you're going, you're still moving. And I always tell myself this, like I'd say the most beautiful thing and the harshest thing I've learned about life at 29 years of age. It goes on, like it goes on. This like going back with the animals, people. I can't lie. I guess life is just about survival, you know. Like I guess it's about learning from your failures, holding L's, and just keeping it moving. And I guess that's what makes the second half has kicked off. That's what makes those small, minuscule moments of like where you achieve something. Like if we look at football, for example, right? Let's just say Mikel Arteta, by God's grace, wins the Premier League for Arsenal. Over a 38-game calendar, there's probably times or throughout his journey with the players as well where you've questioned yourself. You thought, could you do it? And you know, and all of those kind of things. And then you get to that pinnacle, it makes all of it worth it. But as we know, you know, celebrating a league title or any triumph in life, it lasts for a second. But I guess that's what makes it worth it, man. Like, would we appreciate sunshine if we didn't know about rain? I don't know, man. But yeah, thoughts with you and your family, man. That's shit. There are trade-offs for every single thing, no matter where people are in life. Amen. DJ, after watching Mbuemo today, Arteta needs to drop that 40 mil for him this January transfer window, and Mbuemo put Martinelli on the bench easy. Comes down to that. And to be fair, Thomas Frank said a few weeks ago, it's like we had to convince Mbuemo to stay in the summer. He's getting cold feet, so he's thinking about it. But would they let him go for 40 million in Jan? I don't know for his contract and things that could sway it. And obviously we bought Raya from them before. And I do feel there's a couple of clubs in theory that it's not streamlined, but I think coming to Arsenal from where you are, it would be good. Like historically, you know, when we played the best football in the league, give or take with the world, give or take with Barcelona, Ajax, Barca, Arsenal, there was intangibles. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. Ajax clearly got that. We saw Timber. We tried to get Lisandro Martinez. I guess that, you know, we're linked with Hato, whether we do that or not, right? You know, you look at how Brentford played with David Raya, beyond David Raya just being the new age kind of goalie. I think there's a lot of intangibles with Brentford and Arsenal. And I think Mbuemo, beyond just being a talented player, and we'd all want him, they'd be that. Hudson-Odoi is attacking for Nottingham Forest. Morgan Gibbs White's gone for the show. Oh, no. Oh, no. Morgan Gibbs White, I'm sorry. He definitely heard me. I was slagging you off. But that's why I want you to be better. I'm on the Maresca thing. Oi. Oh, no. I need to see that again. Maybe it took a deflection. You don't buy a raffle ticket. If you have to buy a raffle ticket to win the lottery, innit? Football's a mad game. I could not tell you what Ruben Amorim was saying for 15 minutes at halftime, but it couldn't have been what his team have done 2.5 minutes into the game. Smashed the like button, people were almost at 100. What happened there? Lenny Yoro and Bruno Fernandes effing about. Hudson-Odoi got onto the... Oh, Hudson-Odoi got an assist. Morgan Gibbs White bought a raffle ticket. He's lengthed it. Has it taken a deflection? Has Lisandro Martinez been a bit of a pussycat? I don't think it has. I just think it's a bandulu. I could not. Hey, Morgan Gibbs White's kind of struck that on a mad thing, you know. I don't get twisted. Onana should be doing a lot better, but it's swerved. And you could see a United security staff or steward doing this. Swear down your coaching, maybe like me, a football manager. Come on! Onana. I'm not a fan of scapegoating. Didn't look like that was a deflection. The one thing I will say with goalies, though, they are the last line of defense. So not to alleviate any mistakes he's made, you need to look at what's gone on before that. Lenny Yoro, I can't blame him. Bruno Fernandes giving the ball away, but Lord God. I still think United have the capacity to score goals, but at the end of the day, this is not sustainable, man. And again, like, the whole team's defensive outlook, like, brother, like, how much you can't. I'm not blaming the back three, right? But you've got Delete, you've got Lenny Yoro, you've got Lisandro Martinez. How much did that cost? Like, it's not like you're playing with dickheads out there. Damn, Ruben Amorim, trust me, you're at that stage where you're rolling with the Mustafis and like just crap dons, bro. They're moving mad. I said 2-1 knots. Jake, lottery numbers. Don't even care who comes in. They just need to be an attacker. Arteta must just accept the heat he'll get for signing Jonathan David. United are a sporting disaster. Big up DG for real, realist YouTuber. For real, lost uncle few weeks back. Life can be very evil. Keep pushing, head up. Treat people with kindness. Once again, man, on behalf of myself and everyone, it's sad to hear that about your uncle, man. But yeah, may his soul rest in peace, man. And you know, can your family get strength? Death is a reality, and it's sad. But the older you get, like, it's gonna sound so messed, yeah. Like, it's gonna sound so messed me saying this. But this is why I try and, like, with my loved ones, with my family, with my friends, I try my best. Like, you know, when you have arguments and you stop talking to people, don't get twisted. If I'm not wrong, I'm not gonna do that. But I try my best not to fall out with people because life is short. And I always, Diallo's gone for the shot. It hasn't gone in. I always tell myself, yeah, in a positive way, you know, you're all alone. Like, at some point, everyone you know and love, if you ain't gone before them, they're gonna be gone, you know. It's crazy. Life it's a survival thing, man. This keeper is garbage. Juice, bin juice settings. I'm not sure. Oh, Nana, what the hell was that, bro? Is it 2? Inches again. That's what she said. Chris Wood, why? Come on, bro. My FPL needs you. I need a Chris Wood bullet header. United need to use this, mate. The United fans gas this man up to be the best keeper in the world. As Paul Pogba said, man, United fans know nothing about football. I'll take Jonathan David right now, Vlahovic, Rashford. I'm not saying that they'd be bad players or they wouldn't help Arsenal or I'd be against it, yeah. But if you've been starving and not eaten for a week, like, exaggeration, any food that's put on the table is going to look nice. Diallo. I like Diallo, but I'm sorry. Don't tell me this man is better than Saka. Ooh, Williams, that was a bit of play. Did you earn a throw there? The Wakanda Messi stinker, uncomfortable conversations. Man United fans will call us deluded, but man are calling them names like that. Quality player, though. Højlund missed. Corner kick. But this is the thing. Both teams got the, like, from what I've seen of this 51 minutes, I won't say United are out. Of course, I hope United lose, but Nottingham Forest are going to sleep defensively. It's games like this. This is why I think Man United need another centre mid, because you're not letting Kobe Mainoo be, not in a disrespectful way, but a kid learning your tricks and trades. Like, today's having a bit of a stinker. He might need to get hooked. Saying that he's going to end up doing something. Both defenses look shaky. Bruno Fernandes, who had a good first half, obviously a bit of a villain now. Can he rectify? Hey, Man United fans, if you score from this corner, don't celebrate. You lot bitched about this. Don't celebrate. There's nothing to celebrate because it's been dealt with. It was a good ball. There's a man down. Fortunately, the lot's back up to his feet. Morgan Gibbs White. DG, man, I've accepted Martinelli just ain't right for what Arteta wants from him on the left wing. It's a squad player thing, man. We're not going to get out the hood with Martinelli at the moment, man. We haven't had a real striker since Aubameyang was allowed to play up front. I don't even rate Oba like that as a front man. Give me anyone. I don't want just anyone, but I do want a striker. I don't want to get on Moreno, but it feels like the money could have been better spent in centre mid. I think we needed a blockbuster one. Now, let's see that again. The ball's taking. Morgan Gibbs White. It's taking a. I don't even know. It's Buki. He struck it very true, and it's kind of swerved. That being said, Onana, like Champions League finalists, quality keeper. Well, not when you do like stuff like that, but quality keeper, you should be doing better. It's an idiot thing. Ball into the box. Forest, you're gonna defo concede a second, you know. Ogate, you should have dived. You would have got a free kick. Forest have done well. No, Ogate, you should have went down time ago, bro. Fake Grealish is on the ball. Can you get at Rey Mysterio? Oh, Jota Silva. Morgan Gibbs White. Leave that, man. Okay. What do I know? Go on, decent delivery. Would jump, man. Delit. I like Delit, but in the name of agendas, boy, there's got to be a reason. Juventus and Bayern Munich, you didn't really do your thing. They've shot you quick. Go on, Chris Wood. Yeah! Yes! I said I fucking want that. Let's go. FPL. Let's go, baby. Inject it. Oi, United tears. Yeah, baby. You can't defend. This is what happens. United, blood. Your whole team's ethos, not just the defenders. The defenders shambolic stuff there. Make no mistake. But the whole ethos, the Litz header, it should not happen. There's three Nottingham Forest players in the box, like 7 United players. To be fair, Lenny Yoro's not alone, but this is where a young man has to learn. He's not aware of Chris Wood. And what did I say in the start of this? At some point, Chris Wood is gonna hang in that half space with Lenny Yoro. He's an experienced striker. He's a throwback striker. He's in brilliant form. And yeah, Forest, credit to Nuno Espirito Santo. Whatever the hell he said at halftime, amazing. I don't think Amarin told these man BS at halftime. I don't know what the United players were doing. Chris Wood has 25 goals for Nottingham Forest. That's the most in Premier League history. Let's go. Yeah, baby. Stop squatting like gal, Ruben Amarin. See what happens. You see, I like Amarin, but it's agenda time now. You see what happens. You know, this is why I don't like Man United fans. They like Pogba said, they don't understand stuff. They didn't really. Obviously, they know about what he's. Oh, and Anna's giving the ball away. Cut the track. Going, hey, 4-4, please. Morgan Gibbs White. Do a Mazda. Okay. Hey, Forest. Oh, lucky corner kick. This is why I don't like Man United fans, because they spent very little time talking about Amarin's tactics and all of this. They were all the vast majority of them were more concerned with the fact that my man wears designer clothes. Come on, Forest. I smell blood. Boy, I know we beat these, man. This is crazy. Don't think I didn't see Man United tweet home's where the heart is. Is it? It's raining. It's raining goals. 4-goal thriller. It's been a good watching on Arsenal, please, man, because that's the only thing that will ruin the weekend. I big up my good friend Relly Wren. It's actually his birthday, and he actually supports Man United. Yeah, baby. Let's start. Hey, where's my phone? I mean, throughout my 29 years, I've seen Man United come from behind in games like this. But this ain't Alex Ferguson. Glory, man, you know. Glory, man. I mean, this season is just damage limitation, man. 10 hot. Oh, yo. See? Happy birthday, Relly. Why are you not answering? But Amarin, you're going to lose that hair, bro. I feel sorry for you because what you've been teaching them and teaching them all week, it's a Mazzolini. Mazza. Where's all the United fans, man? None of them are answering. Let's try another one. They always run. I ain't spoken to some all week. To be fair, obviously, when you concede 3, very rarely do you win. But if the United of the first half comes back, they might do a thing. Look, United fans not answering. Where are they running? Boy, ever talk to me, man. Where's Diallo? I swear Saka scored or done something against Forest. Boy, Wakanda Messi better do some Messi things, brother. Only similarities with Messi is you're left-footed. This the lad that they're begging to sign a new contract. Agendas have to agenda. I like Diallo, man. You know me, I'm not one of them fans, but it's got to be done. Hudson-Odoi showed them, you know what, for today, generational talent. I cook Lenny Yoro. I like Yoro. I wanted you at Arsenal, but agendas. Go on, Hudson. Yeah. Chelsea shouldn't have sold you. Go. He's running down the left-hand side. Come on, big man. I think he's pulled his hamstring. Are you all right, Hudson? Bang it. Move his settings. DG settings. Fullback's getting inspired. There's no offsides. Play to the whistle, please. Why are United fans not answering? I need this. Inject this. I need 4. I need 4. I need it. I deserve it. Morgan Gibbs White doesn't go in. None of them are answering. I apologize, people. Marcus Rashford's coming on. You know what? You make it 3-2. It's Amaza. Garnacho's off. I need this. I need this. Your mate's too busy opening those presents from Nottingham Forest to answer his phone. Best birthday I could have hoped for my mate. I'll see him later, but boy. Look, none of them are answering. Why? To my friends, because I know some of you are silently listening. I could be in trouble. I could be in hospital. I might not be here. Like, do you lot care about me? Please. I need to speak to someone. I'm lonely. No, none of them are answering. Oh, wow. One of them just messaged me. Oh, you lot can't see. It just says, suck yourself. Arsenal, please, man. If there's like, please just beat these man in the FA Cup. Just beat these man at Old Trafford. I don't blame Amarin. These men are rubbish. All right, why are you not answering the phone, bro? You man are getting smacked up again. What's going on? I thought Amarin was good because he had the latest Patek. That's crazy. Why is your manager Oh, he said, man, say fuck off. Why is your manager squatting like gal? Why is he quinting it like Cardi B? Tell your manager get to the managing, man. I bet you wish you had some set pieces now, you pricks. Apologies for the language, people. But yeah, we love it. We love it. We love it. I got nothing against Man United as a club, but you see the fans that I know, I wish nothing but the worst for you, look. Successful hate along. You know what? Stay humble because I wish Arsenal played today. We need our 3 points. Bro, you rate it, man, because they got the latest Patek, bro. To think United fans told us Martinez was better than Saliba. Martinez better than Saliba. Another the best keeper. De Ligt is going to be wavy. Lenny Euro. I'm not even a gender in your code. Some United fans will deny it, but don't you remember when they said? Don't you remember when they used to say years ago Bruno Fernandes could start for City? Yeah, Rance ain't answering either, mate. Hudson-Odoi dancing with Euro. When have we seen Hudson-Odoi? I ain't seen this guy play Premier League football for a time. Chris Wood, regardless of how this game ends, because I do think Forest have the capacity to bottle. One thing I'll say with Nottingham Forest, you're doing better. You're actually getting the ball down and playing some football. The only thing you did well in the first half was score. You were just looking threatening from dead ball scenarios. Now you look all right. For Man United with half an hour left, it goes without saying. You need to get that, make it 3-2. Weren't they talking about the fourth game for Amarin versus phase 6 Arteta? Man United are the kings and queens of watching what other people are doing. When you don't watch your own pot of rice, the thing burns. I love this. Right, I feel sorry for you, Amarin, man. I actually do think you'll get Man United competitive again. But right now, you got to go through the trials and tribulations. Amad Diallo, down this right-hand side, needs to get his head up, needs to get his head up. All right, pass the ball, bro. He does. Bruno Fernandes, 3-2. The Wakanda Messi has bagged. You see what I'm saying? I don't lie to you, lot. 5-goal thriller. It's now 3-2. To be fair, Bruno, you've made up for your little mistake. It's game on. Very rarely, it could happen, but very rarely do you concede 2 to 3 goals and get something from a football game. That's poor from Forest. I'm not going to say a counter-attack of old from Man United, but it kind of is. Ahmad's done very well. It's a bit Bandulu, but he's done what's needed to do. Bruno Fernandes, he struck it clean and true. He's done what he's needed to do. It's 3-2. It's game on. Forest, I know you lot are going to crumble. But honestly, don't care anymore. Don't care anymore. It might be an unsuccessful hate along the spirit of Alex Ferguson. It feels like it's getting chanted. But this is Man United's problems right now. Stupid mistakes, making things harder than it needs to be. When their defense is, from what I've seen under Amarin, which I'm not blaming him, that's Bruno's 5th goal in 9 appearances, people, by the way. If they defend relatively well, their attack is rubbish. If they attack well, their defense is rubbish. They're very bipolar. 5-2 final whistle. Come on, Forest. Hudson-Odoi, I need to see something. All of a sudden, the agendas might come back. Anya, good bit of play from. I like you, you know. Anya again. Okay, he's done well. Hudson-Odoi gives it back to him. Anya, fake Grealish, it's not gone out. Refer said play on. United need to, follow your runners. And this is where, someone needs to help Lenny Euro, because Chris Wood is trying to do, the ball ain't gone in the box, but he's trying to do the same thing. He's trying to get on the awkward side of Lenny Euro. That's a free kick. You gave one for less for Højlund. Lissandro Martinez, bit timid from him. But where's the options? Because Lenny Yoro's going to gallop forward. He's only got Ahmad, and he's going to have to go home. United need an 8, bro. A 31. You can't do this Agate, Maino, and Bruno thing on a consistent basis. They're going to hype Bruno all week. Now, to be fair, Man United fans, I rarely see them hype Bruno. Maybe the top Reds, but him, Garnacho, they seem like the scapegoats and that. Part of the beat. Bruno Fernandes. The lot, that's a ball. That's a ball. It's falling to Ahmad. Ahmad's fluffed his lines. You're better than that. You are someone I want the best for at Man United. If you were to score, I'd love to see you score. That's dead from you, Ahmad. They're really hoping he was going to fix it in one shot. It can't. If you want things to last on a prolonged basis, it can't happen. More than anything, United have to unlearn bad habits and learn good ones. It takes a long time to instill discipline. And you need to be relatively disciplined for 90 minutes, which not every Manchester United player, whether they've started or come off the bench, can say. Lissandro Martinez wins the header. Lenny Yoro brings it down. I'd have Lenny Yoro at Arsenal. I'd have a couple of them. The lot, that's good into Diallo. Rashford. And maybe Espirito Santo has to bring on some midfielders because United will score a third, maybe even a fourth, if you keep allowing them to counterattack. Marcus Rashford and decision making is chalk and cheese, ain't it? And yeah, he shot himself in the foot. They got a lot of dead wood in that squad too. Not going to be an easy fix. Bruno has been their most consistent player for the last 3 years at least. Minus the passing, Maino is a carbon copy of Thiago. Damn. DG, would you take Pogba on a 6-month loan at Arsenal? Nah. Why didn't they start Mazzawari? Maybe he's carrying a knock. You know what? Harry Maguire's the sort to score from a set piece. But from your bringing on Harry Maguire, that tells me, yeah, you're not convinced with what you've seen out there. 3-2 down at Old Trafford. You're bringing on two defensive changes relatively, which could be attacking. De Ligt's coming off. Where's Maguire playing? Okay, Maguire's coming on. Surely you keep the lot and Mazzawari on and you just say, you know what, we have to gamble now. Lenny Yoro's off. 2 centre-halves. Is he going to a 4? Can you go to a 4? You got Lissandro, you got the lot. It's a Banduli one. You could be Lissandro, Maguire, the lot, Mazzawari. We'll have to see, innit? I don't know at this point. It is a back 4. Oh, it took him long to get rid of that back 3 thing, isn't it? Kobe Maino. I mean, it's a dead ball from Maino, but it looks better because the thing is, Forest kick. Both teams have been a bit shaky and booky defensively. Very dodgy. Boy. Completely off topic, people, but relatively good news. Apparently, Fabrizio Romano tweeted an hour ago. West Ham confirmed that Mikel Antonio is in a stable condition following a road traffic accident this afternoon in the Essex area. Mikel is conscious and communicating and is currently under close supervision at a central London hospital. So, yeah, one of the best things you could hear, man. Good news. Good news. Maino getting dirty with the pigs at United. We must rescue him. I see what he's saying, but Thiago is more of a dictator. Kobe Maino's not being allowed to be a man learning the tricks and trades of the game. They've ran my man into the ground. I mean, what's going on here? The game stopped. Yates is in conversation with the referee. What's happened there? To be fair, that is a foul on Bruno. Climbing all over, Donny. Yeah, man. Glad to hear, man. Who is this? I've never seen this done in my life for Nottingham Forest, but you got tattoos, you got neck tats, you're wearing pink boots, you got gloves on. It's a bit funny seeing gloves and a like a t-shirt with no Under Armour, short t-shirt and gloves. Morato. Let's see what you're about. DG, what does it mean when they say top Reds or top Gooners? I don't know myself, you know. I think it kind of fluctuates, man. I always have the belief of like the dons that just are mad positive. The people who like don't really want to let go of certain things, that just want to fly in, you know, players, the ones that love the players that are just going to fly into a million tackles. I hear different meanings. Morgan Gibbs White and Maino, it's falling to the lot here. United just not need to panic. I mean, both teams, United have shot themselves in the foot in the second half and the first when they conceded. And the same goes for Nottingham Forest. I'm sure Ruben Amorim and Nuno Espirito Santo, two Portuguese managers, they'll have a little drink and talk about their game. But to be fair, regardless of how it ends for both teams, both are gonna need drinks. It's either RNF or whiskey. But you gotta be so strong mentally to be a manager because it's like for Espirito Santo, you see your team take the lead, be a bit rubbish, concede, then you come out blisteringly good in the second half. Now you've conceded a second, making it a bit nervy, and now United are on you. For Man United, you conceded a dumb goal, then you look relatively quote unquote confident and in control of the game. You've said whatever you said at halftime, then you've come out and like 10 minutes or so into the second half, you're 3-1 down. Bro, being a manager is a madness. Mano needs time. We know that, you know that. Most people that understand young players know that. But in football, like when you're someone talented like Kobe Mano or Lenny Yoro or Diallo or even Ethan, half of these dons, because you're talented, people just expect you to wake up, you're that now. Mark, I must admit, you know what, Rashford, if you score, and Amarin, you know more about football than me, but like Marcus Rashford on the right-hand side is horrible, man. How can your decision-making be worse than Martinelli's, regardless of how many goals you got? Do you know how shit you have to be? Mano. Good run from him. Oh, to be fair, it's good defending by Forest. Rashford looked like he was going to clark that. Elliot Anderson's done very well. Morgan Gibbs-White, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, you lot are going to concede a third. But again, United have given it away, mate. I mean, Morgan Gibbs-White, that was a good bit of skill, but you need to be easy. And again, any young strikers out there, yeah, you can mock what I'm about to say. Yeah, Chris Wood is not. Oh, good play by Nico Williams there. Yeah, he's not Haaland and these things. But do you know how much you could learn just by watching Chris Wood? Look, his movement is so good. So good. DG, do you ever see yourself moving out of the Arsenal area? What do you mean? In terms of content? Probably not. I love the club. But I do like talking about everything. If you're talking about like geographical location, I live in North. I don't live next to the Arsenal stadium. Probably 20 minutes away. Harry Maguire wins the header. Lissandro Martinez. Kobe Mano. See, Nottingham Forest, you're going to learn the hard way. You're giving Mano and United centre mids way too much space. And you're not following Bruno. It's a good event, man. Thank you for asking, dog. Chris Wood showing why he's in my FPL. Amen. I mean, Chris Wood, Haaland, all bagging. He's calm. I mean, I took Hudson-Odoi out my team when he got an assist. Now you want to turn up. Let me actually see how my team's doing. 20 minutes left, people. Oh, Ahmad's on my bench. That's a prick thing. 5 points wasted. Well, so far, Haaland got 6. Chris Wood got 6. Morgan, I tried a thing with Morgan Rogers. He got 2. I took Salah out just for this week for Cole Palmer. So I guess everything is now on David Raya, Robertson, Pedro Porro, Smith Rowe, Bukayo Saka, Cole Palmer, Liam Delap. Fam, I took Duran out. He bagged. Rico Lewis gets a red. We all know how this ends. Yeah. I'm saying 4-2 Man United, man. Like, I don't know why. I know it's a long time since Alex Ferguson was there, but I still think to a degree they've still got those elements. I'm not seeing it, but I think both teams have been kind of poor in a lot of, well, there's been 5 goals. So yeah, it has been that. Big up you lot though, because you lot haven't been poor, whether you're tuning in just for this watch along or you was tuned in for my last watch along. Appreciate you lot. Tomorrow we're watching Fulham Arsenal, and obviously big game in Chelsea. Well, biggest game for me is Arsenal. That's what I care about. But Spurs Chelsea, there a lot could be in here. Anya's done very well for Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest, speaking of them hooks clear, they need to get leg. Like obviously, I'm not even dissing Chris Wood. He's a good player, but he's not the most mobile. Like it's 1 man against 5. They need to get a next runner next to him. Move to Thailand, bro. Damn. Wood is a proper target man, clinical striker with decent technique and a beefy physique. You wouldn't want to play against him. And for Lenny Yoro, these are the things you're going to have to learn. You're not alone, because I don't think you've been any better or worse than Lissandro Martinez. You've been better than Lissandro Martinez. I'd have to watch it again. I don't think the lit was was horrible. But this is where you're gonna have to learn, and this is where you're harming young players because Maino and not even necessarily no, Maino and Euro, you man just have to learn on the job. It reminds me of when Saka was left back. You're just gonna have to learn on the job, bro. Like you're just gonna have to do a thing. Like everyone's a clown around you. You're just gonna have to just learn in it. Anya's done well, but United have kept the move alive. Marcus Rashford, but you in decision making horrible. Speaking of that, Hudson Odoi, come on. Feeds off a weak defense. Pardon me. Unfortunately, football has gotten younger and the pressure on young players is higher than ever because many people don't understand football, man. It's jarring. Bring back Nasri with the short sleeve and snud. I found my snud the other day. Yeah, man, you have to thank God. Listen, Mikel Antonio, obviously, you know, it's not like me or you mashing up our car, but any inconveniences he has about not playing on, you never know, and I'd love to see him make a recovery. But I think West Ham United play on Monday. It's fair to say he won't be playing. Obviously, your car's been mashed up. Whatever plans you had today have been inconvenienced, but none of that matters. The main thing is you're alive, man. Like you're actually alive. Like looking at that car, my God, like bro, some people probably are in a car accident where it's less than that, and unfortunately, they're no longer here to tell the tale, man. Raul Jimenez gonna cause us trouble tomorrow, bro. Fulham got so many players, man. They got the fullbacks could cause us issues. Smith Rowe's obviously one watching. Iwobi's form's been good. Harry Wilson's decent. It looks like Mason Mount's coming on. He's being briefed by Amarin exactly what he wants him to do to the point where Amarin's got the tactics thing out. In fact, these will be the last two subs. Joshua Zertsky's coming on as well. Kitchen sink time. Who does he sacrifice? Does he take the handbrake completely off and take off Maguire? Does he take off Højlund? Does he take off Kobe Mainoo and Zertsky kind of does something there? Or, well, better yet, Mount. You'd imagine Mount's coming on for Mainoo, to be fair. I just think it's easier for them. Or they could take off Agate and just, it's kitchen sink time. 15 minutes left, people. Yeah, Nelson can't play tomorrow. Antonio may need a couple of weeks, bro. You need to take as long as you need, bro. Oh, Bruno Fernandes is coming off. Fair play. Mason Mount. I keep forgetting he plays for Man United, you know. Oh, yeah, I was kind of spotting with that. Agate's come off. Agate and Bruno off. Mount and Zertsky on. So Mainoo staying on. Big vote of faith for him. The lot. Mount's first touches. He's lost the ball now. Oh, that's a foul. Hey, Nottingham Forest, you need to take those free kicks. Wood for corners for us would be brazy. Yeah. Can't forget how he got the better of Saliba last season. Well, these are how you learn when you're playing against these Chris Wood guys and Jimenez. Is this what you learn? It looks like there'll be changes for Forest. Alanga's back at his old stomping ground. Can he score? Admittedly, I don't know who the number 16 is coming on for Forest, but we're about to find out. You look like a baller. You got the Preds on. His boots are wavy, the white Preds. You have to be a baller. Low socks as well. You have to be a baller. Traore, but Fulham's not an idiot thing. Where I live, the shopkeeper was previously a banker in central London, 6 figures a year. His mum and brothers died in a car accident. He moved and got a shop. I really pray for him. For God's sake, man. May God look after him. You see, what can you say when you hear stuff like that? It's sad, man. Like, sad's an understatement. Same, man. I think it's because Mount barely played last year. He's still at Chelsea in my head. I wonder what Arsenal would have looked like with Mount because I'll never know if the rumours were real, but apparently Arteta was on to signing Mason Mount. Would he have been the left 8? Would it have been him and Declan Rice? Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Time is ticking. Joshua Zertsky, who, to be fair, they say you're a 9.5. It's probably one where you want Mount to just try something. To be fair, it's very thought for Man United fans, man. You got Mason Mount and Bruno. Two very frustrating plays. Very frustrating. 13 minutes left. I mean, Weirder things have happened in life, man. Mount would be quality in Serie A. Did you see the goal that Sesko scored? My days. My boy Sesko, the stocks. Very volatile player. I wouldn't be surprised at all if we go back for Sesko. I don't think anyone would. Never mind the wood chat madness. Aren't we still interested in Sesko? We can snag him this summer. I reckon it does. Doesn't seem, Mike, that there's any real tangible news where Arsenal are concerned with players today. But I have a browse and get some vids out for you. Chris Wood is coming off. What a goal that was. I mean, the keeper's moving mad, but what a goal that was. But was that Morgan Gibbs White got an assist as well? What a header that was from Chris Wood. Real throwback striker finish. Morgan Gibbs White and Chris Wood coming off. To be fair, Woods had a good game. They've run him into the ground, man. I think these changes, Dominguez is coming on an Alanga. I think these subs are just to keep Man United a bit honest. Now, obviously, Forest are going to have to defend for their lives. United are going to gamble, not just in the subs they've made and the positions they take up, but literally going to have to push higher up. I think that's just because, now you've got Zertsky out. They've gone to a back four. Probably, I could be lying, but for me as a non-Man United fan, this is the first time I've seen Amarin go to that. So that tells you, yo, I'm trying to get something. You've got Zertsky, Rashford, Mayno. They're going for it. So Alanga, fresh Alanga, just giving the fullback something to think about. What's the rest of the game for? Making it all about him again. Biggest cheat code in FM Sesko. And like you said, keep them on their toes. Alanga is dangerous, man. He's quick and he's fresh legs now. Obviously, Mazawari's just basically come on. The lot's not slow, but yeah. What's still with delay? What's going on? I'm not sure what's going on. The game stopped. The ref is standing near the linesman. What's going on here? What's going on with the linesman? He's put down his flag. See? They did the man them dirty. It would have, well, first time man seen a black linesman and you're rubbing out his thing, his battery pack or whatever's not charged. You done him dirty. And this is on a serious note. This is not the first time I've seen this, man. Like, come on, man. This annoys me. Premier League. Forget Man United or anything. Like, bro, the Premier League, you lot got bare money with TV rights, all these things. And you can't charge your little walkie-talkies. Fair play. 2 headers for Nottingham Forest. What 18-year-old? I liked Ferguson, but he hasn't had enough game time and stuff. It'd be too much art for him to come in and carry us to the title. He needs to go somewhere you're going to start, which I'm sure you would get game time at Arsenal, but it's not. You're not starting at Brighton. You're not necessarily going to start ahead of Kai Havertz. Pardon me, I reckon you start ahead of Gabriel Jesus, but it's not a definite. You need to go to, I don't know, man, like maybe a Southampton or something, somewhere where it's clear like you are going to start games. It's true, DG, amateur hour in FL sometimes. Proper amateur, bro. Just delaying Nottingham Forest and Man United fans' journeys back home, regardless of the thing. Like, what's going on? So immediately, there's 9 minutes left of normal time. You can imagine there's going to be at least 6 minutes. Hudson-Odoi is holding the back of his head. Hope he's all right. Marcel, one love. We'll go for Sesko. It makes both business and football sense. Yeah. Not quite sure what happened to Hudson-Odoi there. Mazawari's holding his face. Big up DG, late to the party. Smash the likes, people. I honestly would not be against getting a 1 year from Nottingham Forest as a striker back up if we were to prioritise a top left winger. I like him, but if it's not a squad thing, forget it. Damn, they're going to get Bandulu stoppage time minutes. 100%. We know how this ends. We know how this ends, man. We've seen it. Bare agendas behind the scene. Ferguson needs to go championship or another league like Gyökeres did. I mean, if you could join a Premier League side where you're going to get game time, or you're right, there's nothing against the championship. For a young player, it's just about minutes. And it's bro, Mazawari, just come off the pitch, man. They've told you come off the pitch. I know you want to stay, but just come off the pitch. It makes more sense for you to come off the pitch, let them people see you and play on. And ref, you're being a muppet now. Like, what did we say at the start of the stream? From you saw him acting around kickoff. You just like, 2-degree football has to be scripted. It has to be. There's probably going to be added on time for the added on time now. Jarring. 5-goal thriller. To be fair, the game's this thingy. Today, this game week or game day, been good, man. Big up you lot for watching it with me. Regardless of how this ends, been a good tempo, been a lot of good talking points. Obviously, it's always nice to see, especially as a neutral. Like, unless Arsenal score goals, I don't really care. But as a neutral, we've seen a 5-goal thriller, saw 4 goals in the Palace City game. The highlights of the Prem games are going to be good. It seems like there's a lot of goals, excluding what Aston Villa, Southampton. In fact, let me see how the thing finally ended. Well, why don't we've got the Premier League website open here. Let's go there. Amad Diallo down this right-hand side finds Marcus Rashford. Rashford delivers. Not the worst of crosses. They're a lot. It'd have to be some super kind of header there. Aston Villa won a 0-0 against Southampton. Brentford won 4-2 against Newcastle. Obviously, I just said Palace City was 2-2. So, yeah. And what games have we got tomorrow? Obviously, the only exception is Liverpool. Liverpool was cancelled. Weather and that. It's currently 3-2 to Nottingham Forest, as we know. Tomorrow, you've got Fulham Arsenal live from 2 p.m. So I'll be live from 1 p.m. UK time. You've got Ipswich, Bournemouth, Leicester, Brighton. We also will be watching Spurs against Chelsea. Monday, you've got the El Sacico with West Ham against Wolves. So, yeah. Morello would be good at Arsenal. Be good for the squad, but again, the fee that they're asking for, but Arsenal not paying that. I don't think they're going to pay that fee. I would love for Arsenal to pay the fee for Hato. I don't think they're going to go in for him. I know he didn't give the best audition against Arsenal, but I'm still rather fond of Sporting's Diamande, but I think you could throw him in there. And also Gurhi. Fergie time don't have the same aura these days. God forbid Forest get a corner. Morello and Kivio back up. So shot Kivio then. Not going to lie, if we're buying a striker, I want Nunes from Liverpool. Surely we can get him at a fat discount. It's about to be like 10 minutes added on time. Fergie paid the piece. To be fair, at least someone's doing their job. Alanga. Not said much since he's come off the bench. For United, obviously there's tactics, but they're kind of just, it's kitchen sink time. And also for Nottingham Forest, it's kitchen sink. Just defend the thing. Tony and Watkins made their name in the champ, so good shout. And like, at the end of the day, Evan Ferguson, you're not playing for Brighton. You're a young man. Like, championship's a good test because, what is it? I could be wrong. There's like 40 games in the championship. You could be playing twice a week, something mad like that. Minutes are currency. Go and do that. Talented boy. And you've got it on paper. Obviously, the only thing you're lacking is experience, but he's not Chris Wood, but he's on the Chris Wood thing. You're a physical guy. I remember a couple of years ago, I think the first year we fought for the title, when we had the black kit, I think we did very well against Brighton, but then that season, our game management was on the floor. If we were dead in the first half, it was great in the second. If we put teams to bed in the first half, second half, we make it more difficult for us. And we did that against Brighton away a few years ago. And don't quote me, Ferguson defo scored 1. He might have scored 2. Corner kick FC. Oh, Mount, wow. Wow, Lissandro Martinez has tried to keep it alive, but wow, man, you've actually got to deliver the ball like you want your teammates to have half a chance. Wow, United in the mud. Come on, you Gunners, let's get our revenge. Nunes needs an arm around the shoulder, and I guarantee you'd bag 25 goals in the league. It's good. Nunes' biggest strength and weakness is he's unpredictable, which I guess if you're previously Jurgen Klopp or Arne Slot, some days you love him. Other days, you're vexed with him. Joshua Zertsky finds Højlund. Højlund does well to keep hold of the ball, but where are the options? Has to go to the lot. That's a silly run. Højlund, just get in the box. Why are you running out wide? But United have like 5 strikers. Like, you can see that 5. Like Ahmad, who has an assist. Ahmad, Joshua Zertsky. Was that the best pass? I don't know. Kobe Mainoo switches flanks. Here with the lot. Needs to be a bit of quality for Man United. That's a good ball into the box. It's fallen to Diallo. It's blocked. Good chance for Man United. For now, Nottingham Forest live to fight another day, but the pressure is on. And Mazawari's done well. Ahmad's trying to do too much. Can't do too much on them occasions there, big man. Nico Williams gets rid. Big chance for Ahmad. Good block. Who blocked that? The Morato guy. I think the only thing that, beyond the obvious, I think Diallo needs to do that. Ahmad needs to do some finishing training, man. Sometimes he don't strike the ball cleanly enough. Hi, Arsenal fan from south of France, Marseille. Big up the Marseille ones. Big up yourself. Hammering, squatting like Villas Boas, remember him. Squatting like he's plug something. Isaac, in my opinion, is a no-go. We cannot risk that much money with those injuries. Yep, Nunes is absolute chaos. If you can get that out of him and get him focused, he'd be a serious player in the Prem. I get the feeling Wenger would have loved Nunes, but Arteta would probably want to kill him the week after, probably. Chaos football, around football. The link up with Isaac and Odegaard would be something special. They both matured into their game. Can't see us going the rate for a top striker in Jan, especially with no DOF. I'm with that. What's your ammo? Adinyemi stuck saying, DG, boy. Still believe in the lad, but that's another one, brother. Like, I want to beat him up sometimes. Your decision making, you're never going to improve. You're going to play like this for the rest of your life. Boy. Hold on, Forest. I don't think they're going to, man. I think we know why Arteta wanted Mudryk, but I'm not going to lie. I just don't think I could replace Martinelli. I love my guy too much. Difficult decisions got to be made, man. There you go, DG. I need to go into the YouTube side for that. Oh, let's click on that. Yeah, leave YouTube. Let me see this link. Understand that Victor Reese is already a potential target for Arsenal and Chelsea next summer. Both clubs are closely monitoring the 18-year-old top talent from Palmeiras, centre defender with a contract until 2028. Bring him, but I want you coming on, by the way, people. Bring him, but Chelsea seem to be clamping all these Brazilian youths. How much are they going to ask for him, man? Like, you know how it is in today's day and age. This 18-year-old playing for Palmeiras, who I have done a video on. Go and check that out, people. They're going to ask for something mad. So, are we actually onto him? And big up you, look. We got 134 likes. Yeah, the injuries is the only thing with Isaac. Like somebody said earlier, you throw in the Arsenal tax. It's brazy, man. I like Darwin, but I would have, like what Liverpool got. You'd be part of my squad. I don't know if you can be the main. You're too unpredictable to be the main guy. You can be part of it. Like, he's so random. Like, it literally depends what side of the day, what side of the bed he wakes up on. Anyone worried about Fulham? It will be, and Smith Rowe could punish Arsenal tomorrow. 100%. All 7 minutes of added on time. Oh, Lord. Delot. I know a left back who could score a screamer. Delot's not one of them. He's entitled to go for the shot, but probably show why he's a defender. I guess why that's us fullbacks are failed wingers, isn't it? Done everything right, but obviously the shot, damn. Desperation. The dark arts from Yates is ever present, never fails. You got to, man. You got to. 6.5 minutes left for Nottingham Forest. Hey, dark arts, 2 balls on the pitch. I do think United are going to end up getting the equalizer, but boy, sometimes time wasting and doing this, even though it's the right time, but you could argue 6 minutes is a long time. Sometimes doing all of this, it comes back to bite you on the arse. Long ball forward by Forest. Awonyi fighting with Maguire, who's done very well. Maino, bro, Rashford, you're lucky they've won it back. Just don't pass the ball to Marcus Rashford. Somehow the ball's gone out. You, man, don't pass the ball to Marcus Rashford, man. Rashford, just get in the box and get on the end of something. Right. Marcus Rashford, I like him for obvious reasons. You tried to feed kids and whatnot. But your decision making is that of it's not a 16-year-old, it's a 12-year-old, bro. Like, Maino is a little kid compared to you, respectfully to Maino. Like, forget the 2 different positions. Why is his decision making twice that of yours? Oh, no, boy, Morgan Gibbs White. I don't know if it was a good finish or a poor bit of goalkeeping from Onana or 2 or a bit of both. Either way, well, I don't think Forest care at this moment in time. Real Madrid versus Girona predictions deluded. I mean, Madrid seemed to be struggling, but you know, Mbappe to finally score some goals. Højlund, not sure what he was doing there. As a football player, I say this every time, Isaac is clear of Gyökeres. It depends on what type of player you need. And people talking about Isaac's injury history, it's not as bad as people think. It isn't, but it does raise concerns. Rashford's a real cautionary tale about how talent can stagnate in the wrong environment. He should have left a couple years ago. You're not wrong, yeah, but I'm not saying you're wrong, but like, how much has Marcus in life, no matter what, I believe everything's your fault. Yeah, bad things could have happened to you, people could have done you dirty, environmental stuff. But at some point in life, I think you need to take responsibility of where you are, like, as much as you can. Like, external factors, yeah, but you need to take responsibility. Marcus Rashford, like, bro, no doubt that I think you're trying to improve and all of that, yeah, but you've learned whether we rate Ten Hag or not, Ajax guy, you've now got Amarin, who fair enough is early. You've had Van Gaal, you've had Jose Mourinho. Forget his management. You've had Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. That's a bloody good striker to learn from, or previous striker. You've been around Cristiano Ronaldo. I might be capping with Di Maria and Falcao, but you've been around some ballers. Ibrahimovic. You've been around dons that have done things. Why haven't you picked up any little tips and tricks? Ahmad's done. Oh, that's a smart foul. You're gonna get a book there from Williams. Ahmad skipped past his man. Like, at some point, you got to take responsibility. Like, let's be honest. Obviously, in the modern day, in theory, Rashford can play across the front three. Let's be brutally honest. Rashford finds himself playing on the flanks, mainly the left, because it's not smart up there. His link-up play, his back to goal, his decision-making across 90 minutes, none of it is improved. And I remember when Jose Mourinho said, my man could never be a striker, basically, and people were slagging off Jose. I almost didn't believe it to that extent. But then you deep it, bro, Jose's worked with however many guys. If there's one thing Jose knows, he knows strikers and he knows centre-halves. Like, pony. Even when Rashford has scored double figures and had a healthy goal return, like, you're never really convinced. Mason Mount to take this dead ball. Can United get a late equaliser? It's headed out by Alanga. Rashford, to be fair, it's a good effort. It's a corner. Right. Ruud van Nistelrooy as well. Could have learned. You can learn one. Bro, there's two. You got too much money. You've been around too many good men, regardless of if it's work. Van Gaal as well. Doesn't matter. Like, you've been around some serious managers that have worked with serious talent. You've been around some serious players that have done things in the game. Like somebody said, oh, unlucky by Lisandro Martinez. Ruud van Nistelrooy, bro. Like, but you've not improved. You've not improved. What's going on? We're definitely going up a gear with Isaac and Nico. I'm here. It's the wind blowing. Oh, absolutely. But he needed a move and didn't get it for whatever reason. Mentality definitely comes into it. It's right. But and I agree with you, Amberly, but where would Rashford have went, really? Like, I'm not saying you, but and I would have Rashford at Arsenal for the squad for it's worth. But between you and Martinelli and Gabriel Jesus, I'd go absolutely mad. But it's I do think even Arsenal fans, like, they will look at a Rashford and say, oh, Arteta can work with him. No doubt he probably could, but I think we need to get away from that. And listen, in this make-believe world, if we signed Rashford, regardless of his ref, the throw weren't there, and Anna's an idiot. I mean, the free kick weren't there. Obviously, there is this reality where Arteta could get a tune out of him in this make-believe world. But I think we need to get out of this, really. Mazraoui, what happened to Mazraoui's nose? I mean, the ref is telling Onana stop moving the ball forward. And I can't lie, this is idiotic from Onana. Just listen to the ref and put the ball in the box. The ref might be a prick, but come on, bro. Like, your team's losing. There's 2 minutes left. This sums up the decision-making of these players. Just whether the ref's chatting shit or not, put the ball where he said, lump it, and do a thing. And the wind's even blowing it forward. Nah. Aims it to the right-hand side where you've got Marcus Rashford and Harry Maguire. That was silly, wasn't it? That was silly. Desperation times. Stupidness. I do not want him at Arsenal, even when he was banging them in, like you say. It's always been hot and cold. Bro, like, and I know it's easier said that half a second left. It's easier said than done, but like, bro, at some point, like, obviously, I have no doubt Jurgen Klopp, now Onslaught, they're training all them Liverpool players and whatever, but I think there is a common theme. You even hear it with Saka, you hear it with Salah, Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo's the best case. I don't know for Rashford, and I'm not trying to invite a pylon, but how much of your career do you take into yourself? I even see it with younger players. There's younger players at Arsenal Football Club who, did the academy training, but you've got personal coaches and things like that and doing your own thing. I'm not saying Rashford isn't trying to improve. He's not working hard, but I can only comment on what I see. And I have not seen your game plan. The game's done, by the way. I haven't seen your game significantly improve. Thomas Arroyo is decent. I think people see what Mikel did with Kai and think it can happen with everyone else, but Rashford seems done with football, needed a complete league change. And when you've got everything, you're playing for Man United, there's player power, everybody loves you. I won't go as far as to say Marcus Rashford is Manchester United poster boy, but he quote unquote kind of is. You are sick if you enjoy this United downfall, let alone see. I am therefore sick then. Boy, Manchester United in this 5-goal thriller have lost. Morgan Gibbs White with a supreme strike. Milinkovic kicked things off for Nottingham Forest with a goal from a corner, set piece FC, lovely stuff. And we can't ever forget about not only the delivery or the phase of play. Chris Wood, an absolute lovely ball into the box. It was a weird game. There's 5 goals scored. Neither team's going to be happy defensively. I think United's demise was how they started the second half. Like they started the second, they both halves really. You know, they found themselves very down. They found themselves down very early into the game. Then when they made it, before they made it 1-1, I felt they were kind of comfortable. They're in quote unquote cruise control. Both teams looked a bit frail defensively. They got themselves back in it. Nottingham Forest in the first half, beyond scoring, I think there was too much respect for Man United. I think they were relying on dead balls and set pieces a bit too much when they looked threatening. Second half, they came out like a house on fire and they did very well. They deserved their 3 points. And, you know, on paper, when you've got to play Manchester City, Manchester United and Arsenal, that's going to be a difficult task. They lost to Arsenal, obviously. They lost to City, unfortunately. But at Old Trafford, they've done whatever. For Manchester United, there's 2 L's in a week. That's 4 headers conceded or somewhat. Their manager's got a Rolex, though. He is DG's their golden boy, and he's rubbish, boy. Onana's a joke, man. We nearly had this shoot. I'll never forgive some Arsenal fans for convincing me he's sick. Tried to tell me the truth. Yeah, you can kick a ball and do all of that, but whatever, it's a madness. Would you take Leao and Sesko? Yeah. I think Sesko would have to teach him a lot. Leao, I would love you one week and you'd frustrate me the other, but yeah, like clearly a striker, a winger, a central midfielder, specifically at 8. These things take us to the next level. So yeah, man. Do you think Euro's already better than Johnny Evans? He ain't got the experience factor, but physically, yeah. I like Lenny Euro. He's 18. He's going to have to learn. Obviously, he's in that. Pardon me. I think he's in a good environment with Amarin specifically, but forget Amarin and you look at the start, you look at the playing staff and the structure and everything. He's going to just have to learn on the job like Maino. Like when Saka was really just having to learn. You're just going to have to play games, learn on the job. The facilities or the environment isn't the best. Rashford does look like he's been folding it in for 2 years now. Is it wrong to say Amarin has aura? He does, but aura don't win football games, bro. You have to get on Rants for his waffling next show. Big up Rants, man. My star boy leaving with assists. I win. So he's in my FPL team. But come on, man. Don't be silly and say my man is better than Saka. Oh, nah. Oh, nah. Make it save. Oh, nah. You're a lame. Oh, nah. What a great weekend this has turned out to be. Please, Arsenal, do your job. Last sentence. Please, Arsenal, do your job. Morgan Gibbs White should be playing for a bigger team like Villa. Chris Wood plays for Forest. What's the Forest made of? Trees. What's trees made of? Wood. Case closed. Saka just has the catalogue. Listen, I like Diallo, but come on now. His decision-making is not that. His striking, like the way he strikes the ball is not that. He's the way he affects the game over 90 minutes is not that. His delivery is not that. I'm not saying there can't be a reality where Ahmad is not better than Saka. It's a conversation, but use your fucking eyes, mate. This is why United deserve everything because they're so deluded. And the deluded is talk about deluded. As Paul Pogba said, Manchester United fans know nothing about football. The club, amazing. Like the players, some of them are shit, some of you are good. But the fans, every player is better than everyone. Everyone's this, everyone's that. There's no catalogue. Just use your eyes. Stop being biased, man. But full suffer gladly. United fans know little about football. It's going to be a process for Amarin, and there's going to be bumps and bruises, twists and turns. Obviously, you know, they've got smoked by some trees. The environmentalists have done United dirty. Like, who's them people? Who's them hippies that, you know, what's that thing called? And like, you got them hippies that go and like they block the motorway and all of that sort of stuff, man. I swear someone went jail. I swear someone padlocked themselves. You got done up by them youths. You know what the gunners do. Like Stop Oil, getting done up by Stop Oil is crazy. Environmentalists. Bloody hell, man, I'm getting done up by carbon dioxide and oxygen. As Pogba said, man, United fans know very little about football. Getting done up by eco warriors. Crazy. Just oil and that. It's crazy. But as much as this is fun, we got to do our job. Yeah, he's great. But come on now, use your eyes. He's not doing it. and you United fans will sit there and say someone's done it for longer. You've told everybody's better, you know, Rashford, you lot said Rashford was better than Mbappe. You once upon a time said Maguire was better than Van Dijk. Onana's the best. Lisandro Martin is the best centre-half. There's so many case studies. Once upon a time, some of you said Bruno Fernandes starts for Man City. The catalogue is dead. Mbappe better than Martial. Mbappe the next Henry. Mbappe had a Ballon d'Or clause. Please, download this. Zertsky, that. Good birthday gift for me from Forest. Glad I don't have to worry about Arsenal today. But chill out. Happy birthday on behalf of everyone, man. Boy, I don't want to hear it. Eco Warriors, man. Come get your points back, man. Oh, Nottingham Forest did score two headers, and Morgan Gibbs White had a shot. Beyond that, we were good. Chat it. Your manager's got Rolex, though. Your manager shops in Harvey Nicks, man. It's all good. But on that note, though, it's been a fantastic day. Banter aside, we've watched 2 great games. Don't forget, tomorrow we're watching Fulham against Arsenal and Spurs against Chelsea. We've hit our like targets. The conversation's been amazing. I appreciate all of you lot. So yeah, with that being said, I'm sure you lot are bored of hearing my voice now. I did see the lot try to score a screamer. I'm going to show him how it's done, man. You spent 100 million on Anthony. You bought all them Ajax players and you didn't get Timber. You lost shit.